Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined as always by my chums, I suppose, contractual chums.
Oh.
Sonam Obsession.
That's a good way to put it.
We have
Matt
contracts?
Gorley.
And we're chums?
Yours is written on a lettuce leaf.
Aw.
Listen, I was trying to do the introduction and you kept badgering me about my face, which you say is...
It looks extra red, like you got a little sunburned.
I did, or I'm having some sort of stroke.
Oh.
It could be that.
Okay.
But I think it's because I got a lot of sun, and I'll tell you why. I was in New York City for a couple of days on business. I'm a man that's got affairs to manage. And I was walking around Manhattan a lot.
You love to walk.
I do like to
the
walk.
tropical paradise of Manhattan.
Well, at this time of year.
Okay,
This time of year, late spring, early summer. Yeah. And so...
Nothing provides shade there.
Well, okay. This is a fun thing that you're doing, you know? I'm Fred Astaire trying to dance, and you keep throwing concrete cinder blocks at my feet. Anyway, yes.
I was there, and it rained the entire time we were there.
Oh!
What is
and
going
you know
on?
what? Adam doesn't look at all like he got
Yeah.
any sun.
Adam, to clarify, the first day that we were there, it was sunny, and I was walking around a lot on that day, and it doesn't take me very long to get red.
Now that I buy.
So I
Yeah.
did, yes. So I did, I mean, so yeah, okay, Perry Mason.
He did get you. He
I'm
got
consulting the almanac.
He did.
It
you. Case
rained.
closed.
I think I was there for 4 days, but I got a lot of sun the first day walking around, and then the rest of the time it was raining. I did have a very unique, just a very New York experience, and I know it's my agent was walking with me, Rick Rosen. We were walking hand in hand as agent and client do.
Yeah, you're
And-
skipping.
Yeah, it was skipping. La 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 la. He was taking 10% of my joy. But anyway, walking down the street, and this was on the sunny day, and this a guy who was probably in his 30s, and he had that New York look of, you know, everyone there was honking their horns and
Yeah, they
uptight.
honk a lot.
They
They're
honk
big
a lot
honkers.
because the traffic was bad and people were uptight and
Big honkers.
and yeah, and I'm walking along with my agent, and this guy is walking by, and he looks kind of intense, and he sees me, and he says, "I really fucking like your show.
Oh.
It's fucking good." But he said it, and my agent said, "What's he so mad about?" And he's a fan of the podcast, but he said it like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yeah.
But if you just look at the transcript, what he said was quite nice.
Yeah.
He
It's
said, "I
like-
really fucking like you. I like that fucking show." And then he kept walking and off to, I think, stab someone in the
Yeah.
eye.
Mhm.
But I was wondering, is
Do you find people often like your material against their will? Is that-
yes, I think
Oh, that makes sense.
that is one way to look at it. It was going against his better judgment,
Yeah.
and he was angry. But I also felt like that's probably how he proposed to his wife.
Yeah.
I want to marry you. I'm going to marry the shit out of you. I'm going to put a fucking ring on your finger. We're going to be together for 50 years and be happy and create eternal bond. Be buried side by side. You fucker. Like, but that kind of felt like who he was.
I get a little angrier in New York because you have to be on your A game. You know, you're walking and then you're behind someone who's slow and you're like, this fucking person who's slow. And then you walk around them.
Everybody's sunburned.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'm telling you, this is what happens. If I'm someplace for 4 days and one day is sunny, I will come back, looking like a tomato. I just will. And I should have put on some sunscreen. I usually am pretty good about it.
You
But
are.
you are what?
You are good about putting on
Yeah, but I
sunscreen.
didn't do it when I was in New York because I thought the same thing you guys were thinking. I'm not going to put on sunscreen and walk around New York City. And it didn't even seem that sunny out. I shouldn't live on planet Earth.
Yeah.
I don't think I belong on
agree.
Earth. All right.
So what happens now when you get a little burnt? Like, do you have to go see your dermatologist? Does
No.
it? Okay. All right.
But also, I don't think
I don't know how it works.
I don't
with
think
you.
I'm with me.
Yeah.
I have to go into a hyperbaric chamber, and I have to be attended to by Mormons for 9 weeks,
What?
and be
They put creams and
cream.
stuff
Yeah,
on
they
your
cover me with creams.
Really?
It's a Howard Hughes reference. He was attended by Mormons.
Oh.
You got to know your references.
Why
Anyway,
the Mormons?
Howard Hughes was very controlling, and he wanted white male Mormons to take care of him. I think he thought, look, the man was kind of kooky,
Was
and
he?
yes, a little kooky. I don't know how you sidetracked me, but I did what I thought was a clever reference, and you could pick it up or not. But then
I just asked.
No, I know, and I'm telling you.
I just asked.
I
didn't
you know what?
get the reference. So
okay.
Asked.
And you know what? If you were working for Howard Hughes, he'd be right now clawing at you with his 10-inch fingernails.
To be fair, I kind of am working for Howard Hughes.
Oh, please.
Hey.
I have more money than him.
Geez,
Wait, what happened?
That's me. That's
what is that?
That's my alarm.
Oh, no! The water fell! Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
Let me explain.
Oh, no!
Dogs and cats living
Let me
together.
explain to the listener what just happened. Why did your alarm go off?
Because I had to put money.
That's a microphone.
I had to put money in my meter.
Okay.
And people are probably going to be like, "What? You have to pay to go to work?" And you know what? You give us all free parking spaces, but it's too far. What is that?
Well, we're putting these are very sensitive electronics
noise
underneath
from
this
outside.
table. Now, Eduardo freaks out because Eduardo built this studio. And Eduardo, why don't you explain
There are
while we're
18 people in here.
while we're cleaning? Why don't you explain what could be happening to the electronic
Wait,
systems?
can we finish the story?
We'll
Because
get
you
to-
didn't explain what happened.
I know.
Just
We'll
now.
get there in a second.
Oh.
Will you let the coach run the team?
Are you the coach?
Yeah, I'm a very
Just let it
masculine
dry
coach.
before you
This is
plug
Friday
it in.
Night Lights.
This will be brief,
You
but
were not Coach Taylor.
thankfully the water spilled over 2 microphone ports that we don't use that often. But
Yeah.
essentially,
I've got a port I don't use too often.
But if we try to connect microphones to them, the likelihood is they're not going to work now.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
These
Now, do we have to
Phantom Power?
do we have to take the whole table
I'll
apart?
probably have to take the table apart at a future date and replace those 2.
Wait, why did you
set.
build something is it made of sugar? Why did you build something that was so fragile?
Well, electronics and water usually not a good combination.
Yeah.
Unless you
Any
know what you're
liquids.
doing.
So, yeah.
Now, I'm just saying, Eduardo, I'm not.
There
Jesus
you go again.
God. Did you even mention, Coach, that you'd spilled water all over the table?
Well, I think you're the one to blame because your alarm went off. I went to get your phone to turn it off. My microphone knocked over a glass of
All I know
water.
is I'm not.
I
to blame.
retract the formula. Electronics, water, and Conan, not
Yeah.
a good
Yes.
combination.
Well-
That's
I have a question.
But shouldn't we, if we're not using ports, shouldn't they be covered? Aren't there port covers that we could be using?
God, you're not going to blame
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Okay.
for
No,
this.
Eduardo, don't you think that might be
or
smart?
can we put covers on the glasses?
No, that wouldn't work because people frequently sip from the glasses. But if port is not in use, it should
Deflect,
be covered.
deflect,
It should be
deflect.
covered, should it not? Now, tell me if you think I have a decent idea here, Adam. Be fair.
I love the idea.
Okay, you're so far away from a microphone.
Yeah, he said it was raining in New York.
I think we should cover the microphone ports
port
because
covers is a brilliant idea.
and Eduardo,
Maybe I'm
I
thinking of it
forgive
as a
you.
business idea.
Eduardo, I forgive you for not thinking of it.
Okay, wait. That only covers part of the problem because
have a
what if your water just spilled all the way to Sona's mic potentially and Gorley's original
Right.
mic?
That could have
I
been
would get
killed.
to the water long before that happens.
I have a comment to make. When you heard my phone go off, did you try to reach for my phone because you thought the phone was ringing and you wanted to answer it?
No, I thought it was ringing with a soft G.
Oh, God.
But
I've never put up a
Maybe-
rap sign more fervently than
you
this.
need to grow up and not reach for my phone where you're going to tip over your water. Maybe it's behavioral.
okay,
I
well, I
agree.
guess.
I agree.
Oh, of course, Eduardo's on your
Yes,
side
thank
because
you.
he was the one that failed to build the Challenger properly.
So what you're saying is, Sony, you're saying bad boundaries is what tipped over
I'm
that
saying if you were a little bit more mature in handling my phone going off, then this entire situation would not...
during a podcast.
I
think that's an egregious mistake.
Give me a parking spot.
Give you a
Give
parking
me
spot.
A parking spot.
You see how much space is back there.
I know.
Now, Jeff likes to come and park in kind of a funky way.
Yeah.
Of course, Adam has to be here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Jeff sends his car over even when he doesn't come in. He has someone drive his car over and wedge it into the parking space.
Some of us have families.
yeah.
We have.
Yeah. Andy comes with a big van that runs on, castor oil. And so there's no room back there.
I know. And in your defense, I don't know why I'm defending you after just criticizing you. You do give me a free parking space. It's just like a block away. And I just don't want to. I don't
Of
want to
course,
walk
well, you're
there.
from LA. You don't walk. You guys never formed legs.
Oh, wow.
All right, so-
Wow. You can't
Anyway,
be out in the sun.
I think what we
Who
learned here is the
wins?
following, okay? There was enough sun for me to get burned in New York. So, Adam, you lose. The microphone ports should be covered, and you should have thought of that, Eduardo. Sona, you have a free parking space that's only a block away. You could have gotten there, and you should turn off your alarm when you come in.
That's true.
Conan wins again. I want to start by talking about this very unique experience I just had. My wife, Liza, wrote a play called Apostrophe, and she got a production of it up on Whidbey Island, which was really fun. The play's terrific. Cast is amazing. Really proud of my wife. One of the cool things is it's a very small town. I was wandering around this small town, and I immediately started to get to know everybody because I stick out a little bit. So it starts with just people in town saying hi, and then I go to sit down at one point, and I'm there not very long when the police chief walks by, this very nice, very cool guy, Chief Javier Wasser. I meet him. We start chatting. Lovely guy. We strike up a friendship. The next thing I know, he's saying, "Would you like to meet the mayor?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd like to meet the mayor." Sure. The answer to "do you want to meet the mayor" is yes.
Yeah.
I want to meet the mayor. So I say, "Yes, I want to meet the mayor." And he says, "Great." And then we exchange numbers. Then I'm texting the police chief back and forth, and also thinking, I've got a get out of jail free card right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So you could speed.
Oh, I stole things.
Didn't you?
It was a crime spree.
Did you do a little murder?
Maybe there was a little murder.
Oh, you don't have to say.
A little.
You don't have to say.
Let's just say I dabbled in murder.
Okay.
I dipped my toe in murder.
All right.
Anyway, we're back and forth, and then he says, "Yeah, come on by the city hall at 2." I'm walking around, and then it starts to get to be near 2 o'clock, and I'm with my daughter, and then I'm thinking, where's the city hall? And someone comes rushing out of their store, and they go, "Oh, hi, Conan, I'm headed over to your ceremony." And I'm like,
What?
Ceremony? I said, "Do you know where City Hall is?" And she says, "Yeah, everything is 1 block away from everything else. It's right there." So we go over, and sure enough, they've planned, I get a tour. Police chief introduces me to the mayor, and then we get shown through the City Hall. People are incredibly nice, and then they have a crowd out behind City Hall, and they have an impromptu ceremony, and they dedicate a trash can to me.
What?
Wait,
Yes.
I'm the talking trash can here. This
I know.
is highway robbery.
Yeah, and so there's a trash can there, and they very quickly, the mayor had a speech.
What?
That he found someone in town to write for him, and then I met the kid who wrote the speech, and I said, so he looked like he's about 19, he's wearing a little bow tie, and I said, "So you work for the mayor?" And he went, "Oh no, the mayor just saw me buying a cappuccino and said I need a speech for Conan O'Brien induction, into the Trash Can Hall of Fame." So
Is that an honor?
yeah, I think the thing to do is to just say yes, it is.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they quickly. I mean, it was kind of a joke, but they just put a sign on it that said the Conan can, and now Mike Sweeney, who used to he and his lovely wife Cynthia, they both flew up to see this play.
Oh, that's nice.
Because they're tight with Liza as well, and so they came up, and Mike Sweeney's the writer. Sort of lead field guy who has done all of the Conan travel shows.
Yeah.
So Mike Sweeney hears that I'm doing this, and he rushes over from his Airbnb, and he's like, "Okay, I've got some jokes for you. I've got some things you could do, and I'm going to shoot it all." And then he's shooting it wildly with his iPhone. I think, hey, our travel shows are back after 2.5 years of COVID. We're back.
This is your return.
I'm on Whidbey Island with the mayor, and it's totally something we would have done in one of our travel shows. Completely something we would have done.
We would like to dedicate this trash can that has long served our community to a person that embodies civil service. Nearly as much as the trash can itself. The city of Langley has long been looking for a person to dedicate this icon of civil service to. And when we heard that Conan O'Brien had decided to visit our humble retirement community in celebration of his own retirement, we knew we had our hero.
So we have that experience, and they asked me to sign the trash can. They give me a Sharpie, so I drew a little Conan, and I write, "What an honor," and then I sign it and date it, and it's an actual trash can that's going to be there at Whidbey Island for the foreseeable future until they honor the next person who comes to town. But I had that experience, and I thought, this is really fantastic, and then I'm like feeling kind of full of myself, and just because it's a big experience, a heady experience, yeah. And also just a little dazed, little like we flew up there. I didn't get much sleep. My wife's got this play. I'm going to go see that in about an hour. And I'm a little just off kilter. And I'm walking down the street, and these two kids see me. They look like sort of, maybe 19. And one of them turns around and goes, "Whoa, Conan O'Brien." And I said, "Oh, hey, guys." And they're like, "Wow, we heard you were in town. We didn't believe it. This is crazy." And I went, "Yeah, well, nice talking to you." And they're like, "Nice talking to you, too." And then I wanted to say something afterwards. And I don't know why I said this, but I wrote it down in my journal. I wrote, "Have some good time."
Oh,
no.
Oh,
I wrote it
man.
down. Have some good time.
They must have thought like some imposter Conan O'Brien had come to the island where it's like we couldn't afford the real Conan O'Brien.
We got this guy.
I think you were desperate to find something to say to them.
And I didn't have it.
And you didn't
I didn't
have it.
And I remember just sort of turning around and going, "Have some good time." And then I turned back and I'm walking and I turned to my daughter and I said, "Have some good time."
Was she embarrassed?
She was just shook her head like that was not good.
You were up there too. You were doing really great.
No, I was killing it. I had, Chief Wasser on my speed dial, Mayor. I'm, elevated to the point where I get my own trash can.
Yeah, you've peaked.
I peaked, and then I had it, and I was walking away from these kids, and I shout out, "Have some good time."
That's because...
And it's over now.
Yeah.
Because you peaked at the trash can, and it's downhill from there.
It's also, I get this. You're so desperate. Not you, but in general.
One is so desperate, not me.
People are
He's pretty desperate.
very desperate to make teenagers think they're cool.
Yeah.
And they thought you were cool. You had them.
I
and
had
then
it.
you said,
I had
"Have
it."
some good time." And then they were like, "Oh, we thought he was cool."
But you know what it reminded me of? When you're in a country, China or Korea, or Japan, they do that thing where they use English words, but it doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
Like, "Hooray, good fun noodles." You'll see that. I made one of those. I speak English. And I was born here, and I said, "Have some good time."
You turned into AI Conan.
It was K.I. Conan, yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, I think the slogan for Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend should be "Have some good time."
That's a great slogan. I like
Have
that.
some good time.
Yeah, man.
Well, I wanted to talk to you because the last time, this was a very funny thing. I was talking to you. I saw you around Christmas time. Liza and I see you, and we're hanging out. We get dinner. And this really happened. I'm telling you about this trailer that I saw online.
Yeah.
And I'm someone who, if something grabs me, it really grabs me and I can't stop thinking about it. And I watched this trailer and then I watched it again and again and I was showing it to my kids. And it's the trailer that had gone viral called Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah.
So I talked to you and I go like, "Oh man, this thing, Cocaine Bear." And you went, "Yeah." And I went, "Oh man, I want to see that." And you went, "You do know that that's my movie." And I didn't know. And I was talking to you about Cocaine Bear.
You were.
And it was so, I
It's a true story.
I felt like an idiot, but also what's nice about it is you could tell my enthusiasm was genuine.
Real, yeah.
It was real. I was like, "Oh my God," because I thought this is the best title for a movie since Pootie Tang. Like, it's one of the best titles for a movie
It's an amazing title.
ever. And I just, because all you need to hear is Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
But then I see the trailer and I was like, "Oh, gee." And like everyone else who saw the trailer, like, what the?
It's a big what? That's real?
They made this?
They allowed people to make a movie called that?
And then I was very excited because they said, "Hey, Elizabeth Banks is coming on the podcast," which I was very excited about. And they said, "You can check out Cocaine Bear if you want." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And they were like, "Yeah, no, we'll give you a link and you can watch it." So Liza and I watched it and I had a blast. We had an absolute blast. And there are so many sequences there. I mean, there are so many sequences in the movie that I kind of want to watch a few more times. And I don't want to give anything away, but...
We tuck a few things into it that I hope make people want to see it twice. Like, go like, "Wait, what was that line that she said again? What was that thing that she did?"
And you know what's fantastic is all you need to know is it's Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
My only disappointment is at the end, the bear doesn't become like a producer. That would have been a really good ending. He's on the lot. He's on the lot. And he's still doing a ton of cocaine.
Totally.
And it's occasionally attacking like a tour van. But other than that, but what was really nice about it was I think the combination the peanut butter and jelly sandwich that is scary and funny is probably almost impossible to pull off. And you pulled it off. It is scary and funny.
Thank you. Yeah. That was the challenge of it, right? Like that was the tone and the script that I thought, oh, if I get this right, I think it can hit. But it's a fine line to walk for sure.
Because there are moments where there are times where truly the bear is doing something absolutely terrible to somebody and I'm howling.
Yeah.
I'm laughing and also shrieking at the same time. And you don't want to hear me laugh and shriek at the same time. I won't. No, you don't. You don't. It's really good that I saw this.
I'm glad you had that reaction because I've only seen it with audiences, know, and seeing it with audiences, it's pretty intense because, you'll have couples having completely different reactions sitting right next to each other. Like some that are just like, and others that are laughing like in the same moment, which is very fun to see.
Yeah. All I'll say is there's a whole scene that involves EMTs and an ambulance and it plays out and I'm just like, and it goes on for a while and it just keeps ratcheting up to the point where I think this can't get crazier. And then it doubles.
Yeah.
And the other thing I really liked about it is and we've talked about this before. We won't name names, but there are movies famously that star kids.
Yeah.
That, and I'll say it's so tricky because a lot of times I watch movies with kids and I don't like the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm in general. I like children.
Oh,
I really
you
do.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
I mean, I root for them because that's the future of the species.
It's very controversial.
I don't want to spend time with them. But I'm told my own children are lovely and I will meet them one day. But the girl and the boy who are central to it are great. And the boy is, I think, a real find. He just gets a lot more screen time.
Yeah.
But he's a real find, and I liked him.
Yeah, he has some great lines. He is for sure an audience favorite. Yeah. I think putting kids into adult scenarios too, like truly adult scenarios, is always, to me, can be very funny.
Right.
And the movie is really about, I really love making movies about underdogs generally, and I like multiple POV. I've made 3 films now. They all are like, many characters. I've never just followed, Jack Reacher or something. I don't know.
Right.
So the notion that we could find like kids to put into this scenario, I was like, well, you're never going to have a bigger underdog than like anybody meeting a bear that they don't know is high in cocaine, right? Like, I don't care if you are Jack Reacher, you are an underdog in that scenario.
Also, I just love, it was so funny to me how much the bear enjoys cocaine. He really likes it. And then once he gets a taste for it, God help you if you have some cocaine in your back pocket.
Yeah.
And it's all based on a real story, which I didn't know.
Yeah, and frankly, partially based on this notion. So in real life, let's just say, the real life bear OD'd big time on the cocaine, right? So which
is a good message to get out to those kids.
Yeah.
But I think the movie is not pro-drug, by the way. The movie is very much like, drugs is bad.
Yes, it is. It is.
So I feel like I stayed true to my, we're keeping it clean for the kids in that regard. But the real bear truly obviously loved that. I mean, could not stop eating it to the point where it's like the necropsy on the bear, was like its heart exploded. Every organ inside of its body.
The bear itself became a good poster child for don't do drugs.
Correct. Yeah. It really did. But I remember when I read that story, which is about this drug runner, Andrew Thornton, who opens our film, dropping these drugs out of this airplane. And then he ends up in a whole other scenario. But basically, that this bear was like collateral damage in this, bizarre drug run scenario and the war on drugs and And I remember feeling deep sympathy for this bear. Like, what the fuck? Like that's so. And so when I read this script, I thought, well, this is the revenge story for the bear.
The bear didn't ask for this.
The bear didn't want
The bear didn't call his dealer and say, get over here.
The bear was like, I mean, you put these drugs right in front of me. I tasted them. They made me excited. I needed more, So now in the movie, we just imagine, well, what if that bear ran into a bunch of people?
You know, and I don't think I'm giving anything away when I say it's, and you learn this in the movie, but I thought it was a really cool distinction that there's a real distinction between brown bears.
Yes.
And black bears.
Yeah.
And black bears are thought to be much less worrisome.
Yeah.
And
they are. They truly are.
Yeah.
Like this, we shouldn't create, I don't want to create like Jaws here. Like I don't want everyone to be like, I can't be. You can see a black bear. And not totally lose your mind. I mean, don't go close to a wild animal. Do I really have to say that out loud on the podcast? But
and maybe don't give it a lot of cocaine.
Don't give it cocaine.
Yeah. No. So, but it was there's a thing in the movie where people make assumptions about this black bear because black bears are supposed to be pretty harmless, and they don't know what's the backstory. They don't know what's in this bear's system. So they're like, don't worry about it. And
bears are friendly.
Yeah. So that's
that's Jesse Tyler Ferguson's character is like a PETA bear expert, right? Like he loves animals. He calls them friends. He doesn't.
He's really funny, and you know what? When he first came on camera, I didn't recognize him.
I know. Thank you.
And then Liza's the one that said, "Oh my God!" And I was laughing and thinking, "Oh, this guy's terrific," because he looks quite different.
Yes.
And then Liza said, "That's Jesse. That's Jesse Tyler Ferguson." I was like, "Oh my God! Yeah, he's great.
He's so great. We've been old friends. I made I think my second movie ever I made with Jesse in Vermont in the late 90s. And he actually played an anti-gay priest or like seminary student or something.
Yeah.
Which is obviously clearly not his life since he's married to a man with children.
He changed a lot.
He saw, I don't know. Yeah.
He saw the light.
It was really testament to his acting skills.
Yeah.
Conan, because he really played that up.
How excited were you when it's Christmas time and the trailer hits and people were freaking out and it's blowing up? Is that a fun experience?
Well, I mean,
I would think it would have to be.
You go like, oh, thank God, you just are so relieved. I would say I was relieved more than anything. And I don't know. I also, though, I'm like, I still has to translate into people buying tickets and putting their butt in the seat. And I don't know I don't know what's happening in the world anymore.
Well, it's a crazy time.
Yeah.
With streaming and getting people into movie theaters and everyone's trying to figure out the business. But I think there's too much to worry about, and in my life, what I'm constantly reminding myself is just worry about the work.
Yeah,
and then worry about what you can control, and then things change. There's giant tectonic shifts happening all around us that we can't control.
Yeah.
But I think you've got a really good head start with Cocaine Bear.
Well, I'm very glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And just the two of you snuggled up in your house.
There was no snuggling. Liza called a halt to that years ago. Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And what are you laughing about?
Well, often when you come right in with a "Hey there," Sona and I just exchange a look like, is he going to make it through? How's this going to go? It's
I know, but then
at best.
that makes me self-conscious.
Well, that's even
and then
better.
That's
good.
I can't roll through, you know?
No, now we won't look at each other.
Well, I might want to put up some kind of curtain or something for the open, and then it slowly rises so that you can see each other once I've gotten through the open. But it is distracting.
Okay, sorry.
And we need to run this like a professional organization.
Okay, take it again. We won't do anything.
No. I just want to tell you that, hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I do need a friend. Always in need of a friend. You can't have too many friends. Actually, not true. You can have too many friends. Yeah.
Who?
I just, if you had don't you find that sometimes?
Yeah.
You get to a certain stage of life and someone is kind of interested maybe in being your friend and you think, I'm all set.
It's true.
I'm set until the grave.
Yeah. Or unless someone dies. The older you get, the smaller your circle needs to be.
I have told people, I like you. You seem like a nice person. I would be your friend, but I need for one of my friends to die.
That's what you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I didn't say you'd ever be a friend.
No.
That was just, I said that was the acquaintance list. Yeah, which is much, you could be an acquaintance of mine if an acquaintance dies. But Sona, right? Do you agree with what I'm saying? You don't have room. You have twins. You have Tak, your husband, Tak Texizian.
Okay,
you don't
that's not
have
his name. Okay, yeah.
Well, whatever.
No, not whatever. That's just not his name. You can't just say whatever.
Do you know, for years I thought that was his name.
I know. I think there's people who probably
Is
think...
it Tak Takasazorian?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm honestly asking you what his last name is.
You know what his last name is.
I don't know his last name.
It's Goroyan. God. Oh, man.
Okay, well, anyway.
Let's go back to the friend thing.
Okay, what I'm saying is you have a full plate.
I have a lot
You've
of friends.
got 2 children.
Yeah.
You've got Tak, last name, whatever he wants to say it is.
Okay.
And then you've got, I know your friends, Piss, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Christina, who I've called Piss, Veronica, Angie,
You've got
Erica,
a bunch of friends, right.
Megan, Lindsay.
Right, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
So if another person came along at this point and said, hey, I want to be your friend and have some time with you, would you tell them, I'm full up?
No, I wouldn't. And you know what? I actually made a friend recently. And we went to the Huntington Library together. And we had a really lovely day. And we had lunch. And it was really nice.
Is this an affair or a friend?
No, she's my friend. She's my friend now. We'll text everyone.
But how did you meet?
She's Armenian. She's a comedian. Her name's Mary. And
Okay.
she's really funny. And we just ran into each other at a lot of different events. And she's cool. I like her.
Do your current friends resent at all that you've taken on a new friend?
No.
Okay.
No, but
Friends don't think like that.
No, that's not how friends work. They don't get mad that you have more friends. What kind of friends do you have?
The people that really keep track of this stuff.
Okay.
Really keep track
Those
of.
aren't friends.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
I'm sorry.
But no,
They don't want to share you.
No, I don't. Well, do you understand what I'm saying, don't you, Matt? That at a certain point, you're set. You've got your friends.
In a
you've
sense,
got your
I do.
you've got your friends.
No,
that you like.
I don't understand
I
this at
agree.
all.
I'm saying I'm open to more friends, but you got to be a banger. You know what I mean?
Right.
You really gotta a real corker. Like
Right.
you gotta come in dancing.
Right.
You
got to have real good Spiro Agnew memorabilia.
Exactly.
You have to have a lute that's in tune. You need to have your shit together. And that's how I feel, which is you can come to me. You can ask me if you want to be my friend, but you got to bring something to the table.
Well,
because at this point, I've my friends, I've got a big posse.
Yeah.
I've got I roll deep
Yeah.
with a lot of friends,
Yeah.
3 to 4 people.
Why are we doing this podcast?
So
It's called Conan O'Brien Meets a Friend.
yes, but what should be implied is let's see if you make it.
Oh,
What do you think
okay.
the series finale of this podcast is? Is there a friend for you? Do you bring one of these people in and finally announce, I've had you in a number of times. You're the one. You're the friend.
Oh, so we should make it like The Bachelor.
Kind of.
Like I should hand a rose when this thing finally comes to the end, which I hope isn't for a long, long time, months from now. I think I should hand a rose.
Or a
Yeah.
plate of corned beef.
Are you going to have an overnight and then go to their hometown and meet their families and stuff too?
I've never watched these shows. Is that what happens?
That's what happens.
When you say there's an overnight, do they have sex?
I mean, that's implied.
That's
They have
implied.
sex on television?
The cameras aren't on.
No, the cameras aren't on, but it's implied. And there's rose petals on the bed, and then they're they start making out.
Is
and then
that sexy to have rose petals on the bed?
I mean, I personally
It's supposed to be
would not
rose
like it.
petals, right?
What do you put on it?
I fucked up.
Like succulents, like cactus?
Yeah, for Eliza once, I was trying to be romantic, and I went, and there was just a shrub. There was a shrub that I saw
Just
near
like
the high.
a ficus?
It was like a ficus, and I just pulled it out. And I remember when I pulled it out, and then my hands broke out in these big sores. But then I just threw it all over the bed, and she said, "How is this sexy?" And I said, "Come on, this is what people do. It's a fucking shrub."
What dirt do you have on this woman that you got her to marry you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I definitely married up.
Did it have the roots and the
There
dirt?
was soil all over the bed.
Oh man,
Yeah,
come on, that's
soil.
not sexy.
And also a traffic sign that was nearby. It said deer crossing, and it was rusty, and that came out too.
Oh no!
And
then
so
a
that was just
deer
up near the
died.
pillow. Yeah. And then the deer didn't, no one was slowing down for the deer. The deer were like, this should be okay. There's a sign. Whoop! Antler jelly all over the place. I love deer going, it should be fine. There's a sign. And then the other deer's like, should we check that it's still there? And the first deer is like, who would move a deer crossing sign? There's only shrubbery here. There aren't roses. Here I go with no peripheral vision. Whomp! Get your deer jelly, antler jelly, nose jelly, hoof jelly. We've got it all.
Oh, man. Come on. Don't kill the deer.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
not
sorry.
sexy. Don't do the shrubs.
All right.
Or
Well,
the
now
road
you tell me.
signs. Sorry.
Now you tell me.
With humor like that.
This
you
was
could
after
have a
we had
friend.
already had 2 children. None since. Fortunately, my 2 kids had already come along when I tried the shrub. Hey, threw a shrub on the bed. Let's do it. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Great podcast lined up for you today. I like to think we always bring the goods. We always bring what pitchers call the high heat. You know, we don't throw junk. I don't throw knuckleballs.
Yeah.
High heat every time. Fastballs. 98 miles per hour on the radar.
Huh.
As you can tell, I love that people who aren't jocks.
Is this the high heat?
Yeah, what's
Yes.
happening?
People who aren't jocks always use jock analogies because it's their way of pretending they're jocks. That's my favorite thing.
Did you want to be a jock?
Oh, God, I knew very early on that was not the life for me. The first time someone threw me a ball, I knew I need to find something else quickly. I ran from the ball. They kept tossing me the ball, and I would run from it every time.
You're just so tall. Like you would have been a good athlete.
No, they're not. People always said that when I was growing up. People always said, hey, you're 6'4". You know, you must be great at basketball. They're not related.
Okay.
You do need to have something called coordination. And you also have to have the desire to put the ball into the basket. And I'm going to say I have some coordination, but this is a true story. I used to play basketball with friends and, not well, obviously, but I would play basketball with friends at this hoop that was near our house in Brookline, Mass. And we would start playing and I talked the whole game and I would pretend to be different people who had backstories. And I remember so clearly my brother Luke just dropping his head because he just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, okay, now this guy was asked to leave the league for a while because he got really into black tar heroin. And he was on the lam for a while. He attacked a fan, but now he's back. You know, his name is Jack. Jack, Jade, Jonas. Jabbar, and I would talk and talk and talk. And people would be laughing for a while, and then they'd be like, you're not playing basketball at all. I used to take crazy shots that I had no chance of making, but shout out madness while I did it because I thought it was funny. And even Bob Odenkirk, he reminded me recently that when I used to shoot baskets with him, I would take my shirt, pull it up over my head, and I'd become the Phantom.
Oh,
and he was a guy who showed up at a basketball court and said, and Bob would play along and go, who are you? And I'd say, I'm the Phantom. And no one must ever know who I am. And then I would shoot baskets, but because I had a shirt over my head, I was terrible. And so the Phantom was absolutely awful. And Bob playing along with us always saying, Phantom, if you took that shirt off your head, you might enjoy the game. You might actually make a basket and I'd say, no one must ever know the name of the Phantom. And then I would toss the basketball as hard as I could and it would go flying over the rim, rolling into the next court. I only cared about that shit. And so for all of those reasons, the idea of earnestly trying in any way to do well in a sport. And my best creation was a guy named Dulon. And whenever I would play tennis, I would become Dulon. And Dulon was this Frenchman who was
you had a different persona for every sport.
Yes, I did. I'm not even kidding. I actually brought Dulon back recently, but I used to play with one of our line producers, Tracy King. I would play tennis with her, and this is in the 90s during the late night show, and we found this court, and we'd go up there, and we would just whack the ball back and forth. And I created this guy, Dulon, who's French, and obviously, and he has contempt for everybody, and he's very sexist. And so I'd be playing with Tracy King, and she would hit the ball to me, and if it went over the line, I'd be like, I would say like women they should not play tennis. It is and she'd be like saying Dulon, you can't say that anymore. And I say I'm Dulon. And then every time I hit the ball, I'd go Dulon. Oh God, Dulon,
Wow.
and I cannot, and
Oh my God.
that was my idea of playing tennis. I didn't care where the ball went. I just wanted to be Dulon. And Dulon was a horrible, horrible human being. And whenever she kicked my ass, Dulon would say, like, it is not possible. I'm Dulon. Dulon cannot be defeated by a woman. It's just ridiculous. It was insanity. But that's my idea of playing sports. So height got me nothing because I was crippled by a foolish brain. So anyway.
They must have hated playing with you.
They hated playing with me. And as I'm learning later in life, I was routinely just hated in general. All right, let's move on. Hello and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Fan. This is a bit unusual. This is the podcast where usually I speak to a fan around the world or in the United States, anywhere, someone who I connect with, and it's a lot of fun. But I wanted to use this slot today to do something quite different. As some of you listening may know, recently I appeared on a show called Hot Ones, and it got a lot of attention and got a lot of people talking. I'm told my behavior was a little unusual for Hot Ones, and everyone has a million questions. The question I get the most about my appearance on that show, other than did you have to go to the hospital afterwards, is what's with your doctor? Dr. Arroyo. I believe I'm the first person to show up with a physician who looked after me because there was some concerns about my health. I was a little concerned. So the day before my appearance, I contacted my doctor and said, would you be present? And you were. And a lot of people are talking about you, Dr. Arroyo.
Well, I actually consider this a follow-up visit because you looked a little distressed at the end there. And
I was distressed, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you concerned? Well, first of all, before we talk about the Hot Ones, I'd like people to understand just how we met, because we have an interesting meeting.
Yes.
How we first discovered one another. Do you want to talk about it at all?
Okay. I was walking by the Mayo Clinic and
excuse me, Dr. Royal. I think it's called Mayo Clinic.
I think it's Mayo. You don't say Cinco de Mayo. So I was walking by the Mayo Clinic and I heard, I want a second opinion. And I ran in and it was you.
Now, at the time, you were not dressed as a doctor.
No.
And I said, are you a doctor? And you paused for a while, to be honest.
Okay. Yes, I did pause.
And said, yes, I am a doctor.
Well, I thought you were asking if doctor was my given name.
Okay, no.
And I said, no, it's not.
Okay.
But
anyway,
I did go to a doctor's school.
You went to a what?
A doctor's school?
Medical school.
Yes, to medical school. Yes.
Okay. There was some comments. I mean, this video on Hot Ones has been seen like 9 million times.
I see.
And a lot of the comments are, this doctor doesn't seem... Some people were questioning whether you... I'm just telling you what I've read.
That's all right.
I know you don't read comments.
Well,
people were saying, I'm not sure he knows what he's doing.
Oh my gosh.
No,
okay.
I'm just saying.
I would like to talk to those 9 million people because
so that would take a while.
Well, and I understood, but I have time. I think there seems to be a question about whether or not I attended doctor school, and I did. Medical school. It was not in the country. I grant you, it was not in the continental United States, but I did attend.
Can you tell us exactly where it was that you attended as what you prefer to seem to call doctor school?
Doctor school. I did. I cannot say without returning a lot of money because I was paid very generously not to reveal where I went to medical school. So that's why I keep it.
I see.
Yeah. But I did graduate.
Okay.
At the top 100% of my class.
Okay, listen.
I am. You can look it up.
Okay.
If you ever find out.
Yeah. I have noticed you have been my physician out here in Los Angeles now for about 7 years. Yeah. I have brought up many times I could come by, I could swing by your office, and you have always said that's not a good idea.
That's right.
And you prefer to meet like in a restaurant or sometimes outside a restaurant. Is there a reason that you don't like me to come to your office?
Yes, there is. I'm in between offices right now. I've
been with you for 7 years.
Yes, I know. It's been a while. I go all over the city. I figured, well, instead of the patients coming to me, why don't I just meet the patients closer to where they are? It's less stressful.
But I've also brought up you could come to my house, and that's called a house call,
yes,
as you know.
Yes.
And you always say there's this restaurant.
Yes.
Downtown.
Exactly.
And we could meet outside that restaurant.
Yes. And then they allow us to use the restroom in that restaurant. So for for full exams, there's the mirrors, there's a counter, there's a baby changing station. There's a lot of equipment in that restroom that we can use.
It's interesting because I have, and Sona's here, my assistant, and she knows very well that I work with an accounting firm, business manager.
Yes,
it's all quite sophisticated.
Yes, of course.
The billing with you is a little strange because right? I mean, I get so many.
Weird.
I have a therapist. I have someone who works on my back. I have a dentist, and it's all paid, through.
He wants cash, right?
Yes, you always insist on cash.
I prefer cash. Yes. It's just the way I do business. There's less paperwork. There's less accounting. The IRS doesn't know a thing. The IRS is completely ignorant about my business practices, and the IRS will never track down.
How many people hear?
Millions.
Millions and millions of people hear this.
But
millions and millions of people hear this.
Some people from the IRS
are listening right now.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll edit that out. Right?
We do make some edits.
Okay,
so that
great.
may be one of them. Okay.
Just say IR.
What is your?
Edit out the S. Just the S.
Dr. Arroyo,
yes.
Do you have a specialty in medicine? Is there a field that you're more interested in than other fields?
I mean, do you have a specialty in comedy? I mean, or are you kind of an all-around very funny man?
Well, I don't think it applies. I think comedians can be...
Did you go to a college to be funny? I don't think so. You are just funny, and you learn by experience, and I learned by experience. I learn my medical practice, every day that I practice medicine. I get better every day.
Okay.
And I'm a wonderful first opinion. If you want a good first opinion for any medical thing, come to me.
Medical thing?
Any medical thing whatsoever. Inside or out.
There was I'll tell you, there was a couple of things that happened during the Hot Ones appearance that I want to say raised some eyebrows in the medical community.
Okay.
At one point, I was complaining about the heat of the sauce.
Yes.
You, and this is documented. It's been on the internet all over the place. You applied a stethoscope to my tongue.
Yes.
Is there medically, what did that tell you in that moment?
Oh, well, I was listening for any kind of aberration, any kind of weird thing, and basically I listened to your tongue, and I didn't hear any screaming. I didn't hear anything unusual. It just sounded, it was dead, actually. It was just almost nothing. So I thought, you're fine.
Okay.
Because if there was no screaming.
Were you tempted at all to place it on my chest to listen to heart rhythm?
Ugh. No, because
Wait. Is that just that's you think that's some sort of medical quackery?
Well, I don't want after your tongue and put it on there.
Okay,
It's like,
okay,
I
okay.
don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did something else where I think there was some concern. I think you wanted to take my pulse.
Yes.
It looked to just about everyone that's viewed the video as if you were choking my neck.
Oh.
And that is a
yes.
very
Yes.
I have to say, very few people.
My bad. I thought you said, take my pulse. Like, take it away. That's what I was trying to do.
Wait,
so you were
rule do no harm?
Yeah.
Of
being the Hippocratic Oath, the first rule is Hippocratic. Okay, nothing.
All right.
There's an oath that most people know that have gone to medicine school. Doctor school. Apologies for not knowing the correct terminology. No. So you in that moment thought that I said, take my pulse, meaning
your pulse
deprive
away.
me of circulation.
Yes. I was doing what you asked me to do. And then you corrected me and said, no. And then I had to touch you lightly.
Yeah.
But
okay. Do you tell me about some of your other patients. I know that when we meet, first of all, you have no office.
No office.
You like to be paid in cash.
I do.
We meet outside a restaurant.
Yes.
Downtown.
That's right.
And eventually go inside where you're insistent on using the bathroom for a long period of time alone. And often I hear what sounds like bathing in there. But you can't really bathe in a sink, can you?
But I have to stay clean, and the bathroom is the perfect place to do that.
Okay. And then, but I don't know if you see other. Are you seeing other patients?
I would be.
You must be.
I'd be violating my Hippocratic oath if I told you. Is that the way?
No. And also,
I would be my oath of. I
you
would be violating
confidentiality.
Confidentiality.
Yeah.
Confidentiality.
Do you have any other celebrity clients?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I do a lot of players on the NBA. I do a lot of. I can't.
You can't really get into it.
Can I say, as your assistant, anytime I've had to schedule an appointment with him, it's been very easy. I would say
Absolutely.
You're very available.
I am very available. You can always, anytime. You have my cell phone number, and I'm also always on the road, so I can always get to the restaurant quickly and so on.
You solicited an appointment with me out there earlier, which is really weird. You came to me. We've never met.
I did. I walked out of that mobile pet grooming van, and I saw you, and I said, "You could use a checkup."
I'm just
what?
I have to say, Sona brings up a really good point, which is your availability.
Yes.
I about 6 months ago butt dialed you accidentally.
Yes.
At 4 a.m. I didn't know who I was calling. I heard you and the sound of a bus. It sounded like someone was ordering you off the bus.
Oh.
Something about you can't sleep here.
That's right.
And you said I'm available for an appointment, and now would be a good time. I said no. I butt dialed you.
That's right. And I couldn't meet you because they kicked me off the bus. But I don't consider it sleeping on a bus. I consider it self-induced coma that I take. You
did what you had to do.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience is going to be curious, and my fans, they adore me and they constantly pray for my well-being.
Yes.
Just assume. Okay. Can you maybe talk a little bit about your assessment of my physical condition?
Sure.
I give you permission to, by the way. I don't want to violate the oath you clearly learned maybe 8 seconds ago. A little quick, just a little. That's a little ribbing
all
between.
Right. We all
okay. Because you really didn't seem to know what it was, but
I mean, you hear the hippopotamus. Oath is the
Hippocratic oath. Dr. Arroyo, I give you full permission to tell people who are listening, who are concerned about me after the hot ones and just want to know about my condition in general.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Yes, I'm alive.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't think you're the reason I'm alive. You've first of all, many times you have prescribed me pills.
Yes.
That I didn't think I needed.
All right.
Okay. I've gone and gotten the pills, and then you've taken them from me.
That's right.
Is that a common?
That's right.
How does that help me?
I don't want you to get addicted to those pills. They're very
why
strong.
do you have me?
And they're very addictive.
You have me pick up large quantities
Yes.
of these pills,
I can write
which are highly addictive.
Yes.
And these are big bottles.
Yes.
Very large bottles.
Yes.
And I mean, and then as I'm picking it up from the drugstore, you're usually outside.
Tapping on the window.
Yes. And then you want the pills back before I can even take them.
Yes. Yes. And then I give you $25. And
But I don't understand how that helps me medically.
Well, it gets you out of the house. You got to go to the drugstore. You meet people. I mean, it helps both of us, really. It's even, pretty even.
Dr. Arroyo, if you don't mind, I've noticed often when we meet that your lab coat seems like it is a little dirty. There's sometimes, and usually when you think of a white lab coat, you think of this pristine lab coat. And there have been times, not always, today it looks pretty good, but...
It's a new one.
Okay. There are times where it's looked like you were rolling around in something or there's dirt and some detritus. Is that something that...
Yes. Sometimes my patients are reluctant to meet with me, and I have to be a little more aggressive in performing the exams.
Wow.
And
so you're...
Well, with Matt specifically, I said, young man, you could use an exam. And he said, please go away. I don't have money. And and then I proceeded to do the exam, and it got physical.
Yeah, I heard there was a scuffle outside the Big Larkspon offices.
Yes.
I felt like I left that meeting with a sore arm and a sore back. And so I didn't come away with any medical awareness, any healing. I was worse for the wear. And that's the opposite of what a doctor should be.
Yes. I suggest you get a second opinion.
You say you give an amazing first opinion.
I give a great first opinion.
He wrote a prescription, put it in my back pocket, and slapped me on the ass.
Is that a common practice for you?
Yeah, it's a motivation tactic. Off you go, young man.
Off you go.
Be well.
No. Is this something you always dreamed of when you were a young boy growing up?
I did feel.
Did you? Was that the dream? You felt a calling.
I felt a calling to heal, to be of service, to be paid in cash, and it all came true. It all came true. And you are one of my best patients. You're always very tolerant of any procedures we do. And like I said, I don't want to take credit for your incredible health, but I do feel like I played a part.
Well, I have to say, when I asked you to come on Hot Ones, I had no idea that you would suddenly become a famous person. And you are now. Well, you must be getting recognized.
I have been recognized, and but I want to say I still keep my rates low. It hasn't gone to my head, and I am still the same affordable doctor that you know.
Yeah, I want to say this: you are the most affordable doctor that I've ever worked with.
Yes, of course, because you don't always need the most expensive of everything. You know, you don't have to, you don't need a Rolls Royce to take you to the Goodwill. And so you don't always need the most expensive things. And I think medical care is one of those things where you can save a little money.
Right. And then spend it on something important later on.
Spend it on something else. Yeah, on something important.
Yeah. Okay, well, Dr. Arroyo, it's been a treat having you on.
My pleasure.
And as a guest, this was not a consult. This was just I'm bringing you on.
Oh. I was led to believe that it was a consultation. I put in a billing for it already.
You put in a
yes,
he did.
If you don't mind.
You mean you signaled?
Yes, yes. So let me write you a prescription for some pills.
What will that be? How much is that? I've got
20 is fine. 20 is good.
$20?
20 is fine.
Is that a copay or that's the full?
That's the full amount. That's the full amount.
$20.
That is the full amount.
I'm capable of paying more.
It would hurt me and my Hippoclean oath. There you go.
Dollar change.
So $19.
So much. $19.
That's an odd amount.
All right.
It's a lot of.
This bill is moist. It's wet.
It's.
Were you in some kind of liquid earlier?
It's seen a lot.
Dr. Arroyo, go with God.
Yes. Well, I try. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you okay now? Can you see yourself out? Do you know how to get?
Yes, of course. Do
you know how to get home?
Yes. The bus is right there.
Okay. Dr. Arroyo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sonam Obsession, how are you?
Hi, I'm all right.
Are you okay? Did you have a rough night? You've got these twins now.
No, I'm fine. I mean, up until like a minute ago, one of them was screaming downstairs and I was like, should I get up? And then I didn't. And now I feel like I'm a bad mom.
No. Just because your child was screaming for you and you were maybe 15 feet away and decided that a podcast was more important doesn't make you a bad mother.
Thank you. You really reassured me. Thanks so much.
Yeah. No, I'm sure someone else will maybe get some food for that child or change its wet diaper before he gets a terrible rash. Someone else will handle that probably, or he'll figure it out himself. Anyway, moving on. Matt Gorley, you also have a newborn. My God, my whole team.
Fertile.
That was not what I was going to say, but yes, you're both very fertile. I have a fertile squad.
Maybe it's you. I mean, maybe you're the aphrodisiac.
I think I am. I think.
No,
it is true.
Sorry, I had to jump in there. That was a hard no.
Yeah, we had these babies in spite of you.
Yeah.
For Conan O'Brien and the fertile Chilchums.
Do you notice that we both
and his fertile friends,
these children on a break from this podcast?
That's right.
That had to be your birth control.
Yes. That's true. When you briefly got away from me during COVID, you both instantly created human life because you were away from the the anti-baby, anti-life force that is Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
You made my ovaries clamp up.
Oh, for God's sake. That's going to...
My testicles were up in my throat until
I used to see them whenever you'd do opera scales. You'd go like, me, ha! And I'd go, look out! I see your cockaroo!
Oh my God, it's happening now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
God.
You know what? I don't like...
What if we want another child?
You were fine with the testicles. You're not okay with the ovaries. Can I just... Is that what's happening?
True. I think that's fair. I'm used to seeing testicles. They're a big part of my life.
Oh, God.
They are. I mean, they're just everywhere.
That's going to be on your tombstone. Conan O'Brien, fine with the testicles, not so much the ovaries.
Yeah, in parentheses.
1963.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien, fine with the testicles, parentheses. Not so much with the ovaries. I guess it's a mystery to me, the workings of the female system. So yes, but when you say ovaries clamped up, I didn't like it. I didn't like the visual of like these two clamps coming down and crushing ovaries. It just was upset me.
But you're okay with with Gorley's testicles going up into his body?
Yeah. Well, they do. First of all, testicles do that. When you're in cold water, things they shrink. And then if it's really cold or if you're really scared, in moments in my life where I've been really scared, the first time I hosted a major award show, my package went up into my body. That's something that it actually happens. It went up into my body and it stayed there. I think from, I'm going to say 2002 to 2006.
Oh, no.
It was.
That's
it was
not
up inside.
Normal.
What's that?
No, you got to get that checked.
I was told it was normal. And the only way to get them back down is to jump off a high height and hit the ground hard with both feet. And then they come shooting back down again. And the noise is...
No.
Yes.
You didn't need that.
Yes, you jump and you
that
hit...
just put my testicles back up.
You didn't need
And then the testicles went, oh, man, finally some sunlight. And I went, quiet, you. It's about time you came out. Well, I was kind of worried about coming out, and so I thought I'd hang out in the old chest cavity. Well, it's good to have you back, old friend. Well, it's good to be back. Oh, boy, it's not easy being up inside your chest. Well, I don't want to hear any more complaining out of you, testicles. Now, let's get going. Okay, if you're sure. I'm sure. I'll just put my pants on. Please make them boxers. There's just more air. Nope, it's tighty whities today. Not the tighty whities. I get all crushed up. You'll take it and like it, testicles.
No.
You realize I could do this for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's why I'd better flash the rap sign.
Yeah, probably good to stop now.
And
yeah, probably good to stop now. Hey, testicle.
When do I get my own podcast?
Yeah. When do I get to broadcast? I've got a lot of things to say.
What?
Oh, really? You do, testicles? Yeah. How come you didn't use me much in the 80s and 90s? Shut up, testicles. Seems to me like you blew some opportunities. Shut up, testicles. All right, but wait till I write my book. Shut up. My guest today. There's no transition.
No.
We should discuss quickly that you've hit a milestone, Sona. Your twins are now 1 year old.
I kept my 2 boys alive for a year.
Well
it really
done.
does feel like that. I'm not even joking.
I remembered my wife saying the same thing about our daughter, Nev, when she hit 1 year old. My wife turned to me and said, I kept her alive for a year.
Yeah.
So I completely understand that.
Yeah, especially now when you're not, there's 2 of them too, so you're not always looking at them. And then sometimes you'll look over and one will have a full-on twig in his mouth just eating it. Or like, a rock that they're just eating.
Where do they get a hold of these twigs and rocks? Are you in the house or outside of the house?
We chill outside.
You're feeding your kids twigs and rocks?
Well,
that's not the twig I gave you to eat.
One time I was in the same room with them and they opened up the glass sliding door and they crawled outside, and I didn't know until I heard Mikey squeal with just laughter, and I look over and they're not in the house at all.
God.
They've just fully crawled. I was in the same room with them. So this is why I'm
really
excited.
Then you hear a car start up.
Kept them alive. They hotwired the car.
I wish. Road trip.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It'll always make me laugh when either a little child wanders off camera and there's a pause, or an animal wanders, and then you hear a car start up. It always cracks me up when a puppy rounds the corner and then you hear a car start up.
Yeah. But your feelings toward Charlie haven't gotten any better, and I think that
I have beef with Charlie. Yeah.
But it's been months, and he's a 1 year old. But every time you're like, "How's Mikey doing?" I'm like, "I have 2 kids."
I intentionally only ask how Mikey is because Charlie didn't laugh when I was doing my shtick, and man, was I working it. He wasn't going for it, so I decided, all right, this isn't happening.
He's
between
dead
us.
to you.
He's dead to me.
He was so little. He was a little baby.
So what? Okay. He dissed me, and it's up to him to make. It's up to him to settle the beef. That's the way to look at it.
He's going to drive to your house and settle it.
Well, congratulations. That's a big deal.
Thank you very much. I know.
But now they can move and walk. I remember because I remember very clearly when you told me that the babies had been born. Because in the womb, I didn't know what to call them. I called them Rub and Tug.
You did. We've never really discussed this, but you called my babies Rub and Tug.
Yeah, because they didn't have names yet. And then you said, I've given them these great old ancestral Armenian names, Mikey and Charlie.
When you guys saw them, did you just say this one's a Mikey and this one's a Charlie? You had those names ready to go?
No. I think someone handed Tack the paperwork and he panicked and just put those two names. I'm not even kidding. We didn't know what we were going to name them. And then he just wrote those names down on the birth certificate.
Wait, what? That's how you came up with the name?
I've discussed those names.
We talked about certain names, but we hadn't settled on them. And then I walked in and he's filling out paperwork. And I said, "Are you writing names down?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, which names?
He also wrote down their religion as Islam. Oh, I panicked. I just wrote Islam. Hey, for city of birth, you wrote Akron, Ohio. I just panicked. Wait, these aren't their footprints that you put in there. I know, I panicked. I used our cat's paw print and our gerbil's footprint. I just panicked.
He did.
You said right here, occupation astronaut. An oil speculator. I panicked. I thought I had to write something, so I wrote it down. I would love that if all these crucial things were handled by, hey, our kids are going to the military academy? I panicked. They're going to West Point. They're 5, Tack.
Can you believe they got in?
I panicked.
Oh man, it is. It's fun, and Glenn's not far behind because she's exactly 3 months younger than the boys.
Yeah,
so
she's 9 months now.
She's 9 months
and acting every day of it.
Well, I wasn't around for the raising of my children.
No, that's probably at best.
I had a career to tend to.
You have a podcast to tend to now.
Exactly.
You're drawing.
I said, I know, I'm drawing a little guy.
You did them a
There's a rap sign for you.
Thanks a lot there, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are attempting to do a segment in a way we never or rarely ever do, and that is without a net. We don't know what we're going to talk about.
Oh.
That's every single time.
I do think
We've never known what we were going to talk about.
But there's always a general idea for the segments.
Oh.
This time, we have no subject. We couldn't think of anything. Sona was talking about Circuit City just a second ago. We are in real dire straits.
I really thought she was hitting gold when she was talking about Circuit City.
We're free balling.
Let me understand something. Circuit City no longer exists?
No.
No, do you think it exists? You don't think it exists.
I'm in a bubble.
You know what? No.
Hey, is Radio Shack gone?
No, Radio Shack is not gone.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I dreamt about Radio Shack the other night.
Do you think it's not gone because you dreamt about it?
I'm just realizing it was a dream.
I think it's gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
So many things
you
from
look
my
that up, son?
childhood are just gone.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And then if you ever accidentally mention it, people think you're just this insane, out of touch fool. But it was a real strong memory in my youth.
Radio Shack?
Radio Shack.
Yeah,
I remember Radio Shacks
too.
were a big deal.
Which one hurt? Do you remember anything closing where you're like, oh, man?
I remember Howard Johnson's, when I was a little kid, like, really young, was a big deal. And my grandfather would take us, these are my earliest memories, would take us to a Howard Johnson's.
A Hojo's.
And then I remember when I was working at SNL in the late 80s, one of the last Hojo's was in Times Square. And I used to go there occasionally just because it was this connection to my youth. And it was when Times Square was a very different Times Square. Now it's all been Disneyfied.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And there were robots walking around saying, "Be happy." But back then, it was that other Times Square that you see in the 1970s
Drugs and
movies.
Sex workers.
Yeah, sex workers. I was a sex worker in Times Square.
Oh, okay. All right. Or
that's
you're
how
just standing there trying.
That's how I got the SNL job.
You were the main reason they Disneyfied it.
Yeah. They're like, we gotta Disneyfy this fast. Get the mouse in here. He's a bad gigolo. And so, but I would go to the Times Square Hojo's and get the thing that we would get when we were little kids was just a chocolate ice cream soda with chocolate ice cream.
Oh.
And sit at the counter and sort of chat up the waitress. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't get what you're like. Just have a conversation with.
Yeah, basically just say, how much is this and I'll pay you.
Wait, was this a sex worker? I'm confused.
No,
Okay.
This was a waitress.
All right.
I was the sex worker.
I see.
Anyway, but then I think when that went away was so iconic, and you can see it in old movies. You can see it in Sweet Smell of Success, I think. When that went away, I remembered that was a bit of a blow. It was like, that's over.
Yeah.
That's over. It's time to embrace.
That big Arby's on is it Hollywood Boulevard with the big hat just closed.
Oh, they just closed that?
Yeah. But the pizza place is taking over and keeping the hat.
I think
That's cool.
If I'm not mistaken, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has a great sequence.
Yeah, I think so.
Where I think in the third act, where Tarantino shows all the neon signs coming on in LA that would have been around in 1969 when the Tate murders happened. And one of them, I think, is that Arby's sign coming
And the
on.
Circuit City.
Okay, that's...
The circuit's
Well, I just don't know do they still have Froyo?
What?
As
like
a
the concept of
Oh.
frozen yogurt?
Oh, I thought Froyo
Are you
was a
just looking
store.
for something that rhymes with Hojo's? And so
No.
like Froyo?
Hey, is there still a Mojo magazine? Hey, do they still have slow-mo technology? Hey, is there still, people that ride the rails, hobos?
Is there still Bros Before Hoes?
Yeah. Hey, what about that group, the Go-Go's? How about Han Solo?
Is the Dodo still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What about that caramel treat, the Rolo? Remember the Rolo?
I love Rolos.
I do
Rolos
too.
were good, man.
Oh, they're still around. They still
Hey, what
around?
about Chunky? Remember the chocolate candy bar,
Big
Chunky?
brick. Yeah.
It was a brick?
Yeah.
I love
Those
that
were
candy.
good. Yeah.
I love that candy. I can't find that candy
I
anymore.
don't think
I don't
those
know
are
what that
around
is.
anymore.
I'm telling you, life used to be better.
Well, I think one thing we can agree on is that we should agree to talk about something before doing a segment.
Well,
I'm
I'm always, and guess what? I'm always in favor of that. And you're the two hippies that are saying, no, man, it's you're preparing. And I'm like, yeah, preparing is what you do. Whether, if you're in comedy, as you think about what you're going to do, and then you guys are like, no, man,
for
it's
a segment,
podcast. Just say it.
For a segment, we always have an idea. For the intro, we don't need an idea because we're kind of, whenever by the time you introduce Sona, something's already happened.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Yeah.
I do like your Howard Johnson's. I can't believe you had like a treat. Like you would never eat that treat now.
Probably not, no.
Right? You would just, that's a time in your life. That's special.
Yeah, now my life has changed since I met my wife, and
Yeah.
she's very healthy, and now I would take some spinach
Ugh.
and some pea protein
Oh, God.
and a little bit of
Wrap.
banana,
Yeah.
and I'd whip it up in the blender, and I'd
That's the sound of your blender.
yeah, and then I'd drink it, and my dog looks at me and looks sad for me.
Yeah.
You know the way a dog, usually if you're eating something, the dog's really interested in having it? Man, when I eat pea protein and lettuce shake, my dog just goes in the corner and starts making a noose.
And dogs can lick their barf.
Yeah.
Yeah, their standards are so low.
No, if I was making a dog barf in a blender, the dog would be really interested. But pea protein
Yeah.
and Whole Foods spinach, all organic. I'll just put a little banana in there just to be naughty. Hey, dog, do you want some? I would rather die. You sure you can lick out the, I'm okay, thank you. Roof. I'll go eat a rock instead. That's my dog. My dog. Feeling sorry for me. See, we always find it.
You did. I
We always
credit you.
find
You
it.
got there.
Just him?
Yep, just me.
Okay. I feel like I did a bit of an assist.
Nope, you've been listening to
This is
Conan
also-
O'Brien and two lodestones.
Also, my favorite part when he tries to figure out whether this is a segment or an
Nope,
intro.
it's a segment.
You're looking at the
You
list
did.
of
You
intros.
looked
It's a
down.
segment.
You looked down.
I'm
You
not
didn't know.
confused at all.
It's actually an
It's a
intro.
segment. Well, it's Conan and the two albatrosses. Hope you had fun. See you later. Stay in school. Be good to your waitress.
Hey guys, it's time for the third act segment, and we don't have an idea for this segment. There's
No.
literally nothing that we can think of to talk about.
We've given it absolutely no thought.
I know. Usually I come up with so many ideas.
Oh, Sona.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. My kids went to sleep. My kids woke up. My
Oh,
kids
it's
ate
all
something.
about my kids these days. I have nothing else going on. I don't know what else is happening.
Right, well, get back to us in 20 years, you know?
What?
I'm just saying, then they'll be doing all kinds of cool stuff.
Well, they do cool stuff now.
No, I mean when they're hitting the clubs and
I'm not going to talk to you about when they're hitting the clubs.
anyway.
You can't
I'm
live
sorry.
vicariously through my kids.
I want to know what it's like to be young and cool.
In 20
you're-
years, you're going to be
Have
80.
you ever once hit a club?
I've never hit a club.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Never once in my life.
Yeah. Sona?
Yeah.
Big
yes.
club hitter?
I was. I love the clubs.
Yeah.
You actually, Sona tore it up back in the day.
know, that's what I hear.
We've talked
I mean, they
about
weren't
this.
expensive clubs. They were, you know.
Excuse you.
Right.
What do you mean?
Price
You didn't-
Club?
We knew people. We got into places. We were cool.
What do you mean? What's a good place that you went?
What do you do? Like I would say something and you would even know if it was cool or not.
What was it? Club Fantastique? Was it?
Yeah. Club
was it,
Geronimo?
Was it Club Cacao?
Club Cacao?
Did you go to Mudroom? Did you go to Giacomo Joe's? Where did you go?
Keep going. What else? What other clubs do you know?
Oily Sam's?
Yeah. What about Flop House, which was a German club?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to all of those places. Places where you guys would stand across the street, just like staring at the people going.
Yeah.
and
That's how we
touching
think we know
ourselves
the names.
and pleasuring ourselves
Oh,
with our clothes on. I meant with our clothes on, just wearing bulky parkas, but just rubbing our chestal areas.
Yeah.
No. I had no club life.
You didn't like dancing? Don't you like dancing?
No, I never went dancing. No.
A club, the thought of an after hours thumping Hollywood nightclub gives me so much anxiety.
When I see it in movies, it's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I need to yap. I need to talk to people. And I also my only weapon was my spiel.
Oh, yeah.
And so the idea that you would take that away with loud club music?
No, you would. Also, you have money that you could get a nice table in the middle of the dance floor.
No, now I do, but for years I didn't.
I guess.
For years I was, driving a 77 Isuzu Opal and wearing clothes that I had worn in high school that I had stolen from my brother Luke. And then I'm going to be waiting for my skin to clear up. I'm going to be
you and Greg and Rodman and you guys never went out and
if you ever want to know what the opposite of Entourage was, like literally the negative image of Entourage, it was my posse in the late 80s. Hey, do you have a gluten-free bun? Is there a gluten-free bun?
The opposite of Entourage.
Absolute fucking opposite. There was a place here in LA when we first moved out here called Flaky Jake's.
Oh, I remember that place.
And
it was a restaurant. Too,
it was
right?
a restaurant. But what you did is you got like a tray and you built and my friend Greg figured out. He was like, "We got to go to Flaky Jake's," because he figured out you could just buy the hamburger bun for like 30 cents, and then you could take it through the salad bar and just pour a salad in between the two buns and make a sandwich that cost basically 35 cents that was made of stuff at a salad bar. And he would eat it and just be like, "Man, we got the system beat." And this was my wingman.
Yeah.
This was my wingman.
That's
Hey, ladies, who wants to go out? You want to go out to dinner? Sure, you guys seem cool. We'll go out to dinner with you. All right, we're going to Flaky Jake's. And dinner is on us. There's two of you, so that's 60 cents. Greg gets one bun, I get the other bun. Who wants ranch? Now, who wants French on top of ranch? Now, who wants croutons on a bun? Now, who wants coleslaw on that?
Oh, my God.
Insane.
You know what? All the same, I would way rather do that than go to a club. No joke. Clubs it just gives me severe anxiety or something.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like letting loose. I like just going someplace and just like having drinks with my friends and just like letting loose. It was nice. I had a lot of fun.
But also, you're a
good
very
times.
uninhibited person. Like you were, and this is not, but you were someone who you could meet a fella and then be making out with him on the dance floor, and there was no problem.
Sure. Yeah.
You weren't afraid of a little PDF,
PDA. PDF is a document.
What I'm saying is you were not afraid. You were not afraid to call up a document on your screen in a loud club with a guy you don't really know.
Oh, my God. You weren't afraid of a little Microsoft X, were you? You had some time for a Pages doc or, let's say, an Adobe Photoshop JPEG on a hot night, maybe even a GIF. Woo!
I did.
That's
I had
how
no problem with it.
unfamiliar I am with a PDA, is that I call it a PDF.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I've, used to come back when in the early days when you would come back with stories.
Yeah.
And I'd be listening like they were ghost stories. I was like, oh my goodness. I actually put on pearls so I could clutch them. Oh my.
No, you're right. I think, you and I are different that way.
Right, that you enjoyed life.
No, it's that, you're a lot more, just like
Well, those are just noises. You're not saying words.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
you're a lot more buttoned up than
Yeah,
I am.
yes.
Which is, I think, good.
Oh,
I think
come
I was
on.
a little too much to the extreme.
You were a little extreme, but also I had my time. Let's just say I had my time.
Okay, you
We're at
PDF.
Flaky Jake's. You brought a PDF to
No,
Flaky Jake's?
post Flaky Jake's. There was a period where I briefly got it together.
Okay.
It was basically during the first George Bush administration.
I see.
All right.
Leading into the early Clinton administration.
Okay,
Let's
see?
just say I was quite a, I mean, yeah.
Do you have a
That must have
nickname?
been
Now,
a fun
Call you
now
something?
my definition of got it together is probably different from yours.
No, but
Well-
still, you went outside your comfort zone.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did they call you in that period?
They called me the Red Rooster.
Oh God. It's not sexy.
No,
That's not
not good.
sexy. Red rooster. That's not sexy. It's okay.
Why not just like the cock?
Ugh, that's too obvious. It's just too
there was a writer
on
on
the
our.
nose.
There was a
Matt.
I'm talking
was
about
a-
the
No,
genitals.
there was a.
Okay. All right. No, then that's okay.
There was there was a writer on our staff once who was sort of bragging about how he was quite the ladies' man back in the day, and I said, "Yeah, they called you Jack Fuck," because I just thought it was such a ridiculous. Man, what are you, Jack Fuck? What a ridiculous nickname for a ladies' man
Oh
to have.
God. I just love that you
And
think
then
they
the
have
idea-
to have a nickname.
Yeah,
I went by Bill Nightsex.
good.
Okay.
That worked out well for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you were sweeping up at Flaky Jake's. Shout out to Flaky Jake's. You think they're still in the business?
No, but there is an abandoned Flaky Jake's, I think, in off the 60 freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's haunted. I bet ghosts are making sandwiches for 60 cents. Ooh. We're getting away with murder. I come from Boston, Massachusetts. I've made that clear many times.
What?
And Boston, from the second you're born, it's all about your sports team, and you're assigned your sport teams at birth in Boston. You don't get to decide them. Now, Eduardo, I know in different, like I've talked to people like with soccer who their father might root for one team, but their son roots for a different team.
That's exactly my case.
Yes, right?
Wow.
That's not the case in Boston. In Boston, it's all, the minute you're born, they like brand your forehead. Hockey, Bruins, baseball, Red Sox, basketball, Celtics, football, Patriots. I mean, it's just like across the board,
Celtics
these
suck.
are your teams and it's not open for discussion, which is fine. I accept that. Here's the thing. I've been living in LA for a long time and I feel disconnected.
Wait,
Because
because you can't switch even if you move?
No, I would never, I can't switch. Those are my teams,
Sure you
are
can.
Boston teams.
Just
You
switch.
can't switch. You can't switch. That is just,
You can.
no.
It's
Can't.
just sports.
No, you can't because you don't understand. I'm from Boston and you can't switch. And
Okay.
anyone who's from the Boston area will understand that that's just the way it is. Those are my teams for life. But I'm here in Los Angeles and, my team's out of it right now. It's baseball. And I don't know what the etiquette is. I would like to be part or take part in the Los Angeles sports scene.
So you think you can, even if your team's out of it, you can't do a substitute second favorite team? You're
It
not
doesn't
even
feel
allowed to-
right
I
to
think
me.
because you're
It doesn't.
Boston.
Eduardo's understands.
Yeah,
Eduardo,
you
speak.
can't. That's like kind of front runner-ish. If
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
you
you're
can
in an
root
ab-
against the Yankees. That's
Yes.
what you should be
No.
doing.
No. That's okay. But
Yeah.
rooting against the Yankees, you can't participate in. I can't go to a Dodgers game and be shouting "Yankees suck" if they're not even playing the Dodgers.
Conan,
if the-
you're in an abusive relationship.
I know.
This is ridiculous.
No, but what I'm saying is, I actively want to. What's the thing you were telling me about, Eduardo, where there's a falcon?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about this.
This is for the LA Football Club, Los Angeles Football Club, which is part of the MLS.
Yeah.
It's our home team here in LA.
You mean soccer?
Soccer.
So let's call it soccer, please.
One of two.
One of two teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Although the Galaxy plays in Carson, which
Yeah,
is not
little-
really.
But please, let's just call it soccer.
we just want to piss people off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's scary.
So they have an opening ceremony every game where they have their mascot is like a falcon.
This is the coolest thing I've ever heard of. And keep going.
It's really cool. And they have an honorary falconeer. Is it falconeer? Is that the person that usually...
Falconista.
There you go. Falconista. That's kind of kicks off the whole game. And there's a falcon that starts on your arm and gets released and then comes back to your arm. It does like this whole hoopla thing. And oftentimes there's notable figures who are invited to be that person. I think Conan would make the
Wait, do you think they would let me do it?
Absolutely.
What notable figures are we talking? Am I in their league? I mean, if it's a bunch of A-listers and I wouldn't be in their league, that's just teasing me, and that's mean.
So like somebody like Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, I know Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, she's been called upon to do it. There's
Wait, so I would be in the middle of a stadium and I would hold out my arm and a falcon would come and land on it?
Exactly.
See, here's the thing. Maybe soccer is okay because I don't really, Boston soccer.
To be fair, like the New England Revolution, which was technically the team that you should have been rooting for, they didn't exist by the time you moved over
right.
there. So
that's why I don't think. So maybe I'm allowed to get involved in soccer.
Yes.
I feel funny, rooting for any LA team because I feel like, that's going to get back to Boston. And the next time I land at Logan, there are going to be 3 guys there with pipes.
Right.
They're just going to work me over.
I think it's a problem if you root for the Lakers because there's a very
Can't do that.
notable. Like if
Can't
you go
do that.
to Boston with a Laker hat, oh my God, I please be there for
punch
that?
you now. Yeah.
It would be. They would brutally beat you.
Are you allowed to watch a movie without Mark Wahlberg in it?
It's interesting. You have to get it clearance.
Okay.
You have to get clearance first.
So that's essentially what you're doing now. You're kind of asking forgiveness before
I
it
am
happens.
trying. There's so many rules when you're from Boston. If you get coffee, it has to be Dunkin'. And if you're seen not having Dunkin', again, guys with pipes work you
God,
over.
you're living in the Soviet Union.
I know. What is this?
Yeah.
Lighten up, Boston.
It's like the Soviet Union, but it's guys are wearing a lot of acid wash and Boston caps sideways. They listen to that jump around rap song over and over and over again.
But what if you just want to go watch a baseball game? Can't you just go to a Dodger game?
It's really tricky.
You can wear your Boston Red Sox hat.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's weird. See, Eduardo understands.
You also can't do that. If your
Why?
team's not playing in the game, you don't want to be that guy or girl that's
Yeah, what are you
wearing-
doing
You're
that for?
notably from Boston.
That's like going to temple for someone's bar mitzvah, and I'm wearing a quinceañera tiara.
Exactly.
And I'm like, it's just my quinceañera tiara.
Why not wear a quinceañera tiara to the Dodgers
That
game?
I could do.
Okay.
But I want it known. I want it announced to the world that I'm going in. I just love to watch baseball live, but my heart is with the Red Sox, and that's why I'm wearing a tiara. Or is it tiara? I guess in Boston it would be a tiara.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway,
Maybe you could stretch it. For instance, Mookie Betts, longtime Red Sox.
Nope, he left.
Right. There's some fans who would be like, well, I still love Mookie and he plays for the Dodgers now.
Nope,
So that
doesn't work.
No,
So
you can't
there's certain-
love them once they leave.
Yeah.
This is insane. Listen to you
Can't
people.
leave them.
OJ, great football player. I'm going to go support him in his trial. It doesn't work that way.
This is insane. I'm so happy that I'm not a sports person because I don't have
I
to.
like that you're just saying sports person. I'm glad I don't indulge in this folderol of sport history.
My dad was a big sports person, and he took me to all these USC games. And as soon as we get there, I would turn around, get on my knees, and play with my G.I. Joes with my back to the game the entire time. And my dad had his head in his hands.
You know what's funny?
Fucking loser.
You know what I imagine?
USC games?
Yeah.
I imagine you're.
Oh,
I imagine
you.
Gorley going. I just imagine Gorley going to a gym, and it's all equipment that you've seen in the Titanic. It's like from 1911. It's wooden pins that he throws around, and everyone's got to have a mustache.
I do like soccer though, quite a bit. Yeah.
And don't call it football.
I won't.
We're not having that bullshit.
We should
here.
all
go to a game.
We should.
Oh.
Let's get
all
a
go to
box.
a
You
game.
do the Falcon thing, and we get a box, and we hang out.
Will
and then...
Ferrell's a part owner. Isn't he your homie or something like that?
Yeah.
He's my homie. He hasn't returned my calls in years, and every time I call, a falcon answers. Gah! Gah! I just want to talk to Will. No! He's moved on.
I do think it's okay if you wear a Boston hat to a Dodger
Nope.
game.
Okay.
It is. You guys are making shit up. I've seen people wear hats from other teams.
Yeah, it's not. I don't care what you've seen
Especially
other people do.
Oh.
Fly in
I've
the
seen
face of it.
Everyone knows
Make a
you're
stand.
from Boston. I know.
I've
What do
seen
you-
other people throw up on a cab. No, that doesn't make it cool. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Not
fine.
going to
Then
happen.
just don't go to. I went to a game 5 recently against the Padres. That shit was fun.
Okay.
I turned my back on the USC Trojans at 3 years old.
Oh, you dick.
You'd probably do that
Those
now.
games are
You know what I love
fun.
is you now going to a game and turning your back and getting out your little Dungeons and Dragons figures and laying
I
them
hope
out.
people beat you.
I hope you are beaten.
I hope you are
And you know
so
what?
badly beaten.
Badly beaten.
You
like
guys
we
are
go to the
sports people.
And you know what?
You're reprehensible assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We'll
so much
beat
so that
you.
when we first visit you in the hospital, we're not allowed to see you because you're still being stabilized. There, that's not a mean thing to say at all. What a specific. I hope you're beaten so badly that on our first visit, we're not allowed to see you.
I turned my back on you.
Oh, yeah.
So specific.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh, look.
Jesus.
Back turned on us. He's
Hey, nerd, stop playing with your G.I. Joe toys.
You'll get yours, lady.
Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, the podcast that tries to build bridges to a better world. I don't know.
Oh, that's new.
I needed to say something, and I said that, and it's just not true.
No.
We're building nothing. We're making.
This is the dam buster.
We're the dynamite at the base of a very big dam,
Yeah.
and there's a whole civilization beneath us that will be flooded once this podcast airs. Joined as always by Sona Movsesian. Hey, Sona.
Hi.
And of course, Matt Gorley.
Hey, by the way, dam busters is what we call it when my newborn daughter has a poop that explodes out the back of her diaper.
Well, that's terrific. That's great.
Oh, man.
That's great.
These are
That's
some
terrific.
good poops.
That's good. That's good.
We're building a bridge
Yeah.
Yeah.
to a better world.
Yes. Out of
Would you
excrement.
Want to
Yeah.
go to? I don't know why I thought if one of those billionaires said, "Hey, Conan, do you want to go to space?" Would you do it?
Would I go to space?
Yeah.
No, I'm very happy with Earth.
Okay.
I'm very happy with Earth. I have never had any desire. And I have lots of friends that would say, oh my God, I would love it to go into space. Or I have a friend that wants to be on one of those Mars missions where you're pretty much assured you're never coming back.
Oh.
I like it here on Earth.
I do too.
This is where I was millions of years of evolution.
I'd go. I'd go as long as I didn't have to go with all the weirdos that are the first ones to go up there. Like
You would definitely go?
Yeah, I think if it were proven safe for
for God's sake, you can't. It's not. So you'd go as long as it's 100% safe.
No, I didn't say that. I said proven safe. Like, give it a few years, and then all the weird tech moguls aren't going up there. I don't want to be dying with those people.
You kidding? Your estate can sue them. You want to be on the one with Bezos.
So this is like suicide by orbit.
Yeah.
So my family gets insurance claims. And
Yeah,
settlements?
they get to call the Bezos estate and say, "Hey, it's because your husband pushed the blue button instead of the green button that my husband didn't make it." So, and they're like, "Fine, whatever. Here's $1 billion. Don't call again." And you're in the clear.
I would certainly throw up though, just from the motion of it. I think
maybe not. They probably worked it out. It probably just feels like a Tesla accelerating. I'm sure that's exactly what it feels like. No, I have no desire. Sona, do you want to go into space?
I would do one of those missions where you go up, you're like, "Hey, Earth," and then you come right back down.
you just want to do like the Tower of Terror version of that. Yeah.
You want to go on a spaceship that goes 300 feet into the air and then lands gently, and they open the doors and they serve you pizza, right? That's what you want.
And say like, you went to space, trust us.
Trust us. Oh boy, did you go to space. Really? Because felt like I just went up 300 feet.
Yeah.
It's just like at the tip of Mount Baldy.
Mount Baldy.
No, I'm not going to space. I have no interest. I'm tired of people asking me, please go to space. Please leave Earth. Please get out of here.
Why do you think I want to go to space?
You don't even want to go. You just are trying to lure me into going.
I want, because you can have Earth. I need to get away.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hi, my name is Werner Herzog, and I feel a little bit weird about being Conan O'Brien's friend because I met him only once, and that was in front of cameras.
Yes. And so, Werner, you don't know who I really am. You saw Conan the performer, and so you don't really know if you could be my friend. You don't know what kind of...
Of course, and we have seen each other only once. Cameras rolling, and we haven't hit the bars. We haven't been in high school together. We haven't rafted down a jungle river and so on. So,
Yes. I understand that it's going to be harder for me to become your close friend than it is
it won't happen in half an hour of being together, but that's fine. Let's try our best anyway.
What about if it were to exist? Would you say 5 hours would do it, or are you talking it would take maybe more lifetime than either of us has left?
It actually has happened in my life once or twice that I became an instantaneous friend to somebody.
Oh,
I played in a soccer team, which was the best in Peru at the time.
yes.
And I just did the condition training with them. But all of a sudden, when they had the team A playing against team B, there was one player missing, and the coach said, "You play team B. Which position would you like to play?" And I said, "I want to play against one of the best in the world." Was in that team. He was voted as one of the 11 best players in the world after the World Championships. Gallardo, a speed freak. And I tried to give him problems and be an obstacle. And after 10 minutes, I didn't know which direction we were playing.
Yes.
I didn't know which jersey we wore.
He completely confounded you.
It confounded me, bamboozled me, and I was so exhausted after 10 minutes that I crawled off the field and vomited in some bushes for an hour and a half.
Please,
and
show the Gallardo of podcast.
One guy pulls me out on my legs and talks to me, and he says, "You did well. You played against one of the best in the world. Doesn't matter if you're defeated like that." And we were friends instantly.
Oh, so it wasn't with the soccer player that you became friends.
No.
You became friends with the man who pulled you out of the bushes while vomiting.
Yes, exactly.
So that's a guy who you could instantaneously be friends with. But Conan O'Brien, no, not possible. I hope that you start to vomit at some point in this interview, and I will rescue you.
I will not.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. Drink this. I have a little something in there. Well, I'm going to say something else. What do I call you? Because I have great respect for you.
Just call me Werner.
Okay.
First name.
Is it Werner with a V?
Well, we say Werner in German. Don't try.
I'm going to try Werner.
Yeah, well, no, it will be too tough.
Okay, I won't do it then.
Werner,
let me say that I know from reading your book, which, by the way, let me just give the title of this book, Every Man for Himself and God Against All.
Yeah.
Thank God this isn't a children's book. Can you imagine saying, "Okay, little Timmy, it's time to go to sleep. We're going to read Every Man for Himself and God Against All."
Sure, yes.
I don't think that boy would ever go to sleep. That's a terrifying idea. But I read your book, and you describe yourself as a bit of a loner. Do you have a big circle of friends, or it's not your natural way?
No, circle of real friends is small and very intense.
Yes.
The only problem is that I live so far out, and that's Los Angeles. And my friends are in Peru, they are in Germany, they are in India.
Yes.
They are in Sicily. So that's the hard part of it.
Here's a question that just occurred to me. We now have this technology that really exploded in Zoom, and everyone is saying, well, it's fantastic because I can keep up my friendships with people who live far away. I have a problem with Zoom. I don't feel like I'm really communicating with the person when I'm on Zoom. It doesn't I feel like something essential is being extracted from the interaction. Is that possible?
You're totally right, although I use it. But I use it only with people whom I know very well. So, but I have to refresh the physical contact with them. I want to embrace them directly once in a while. I want to laugh with them. I want to cook a meal for them.
Yes.
So, and then it's okay that you do one or two Zoom calls. Sometimes there are business Zoom calls. They have to be made because there is somebody involved in a project who is in Australia, somebody who is in the United Kingdom, in London, and I'm in Los Angeles. So it's very hard to get them together.
I'm trying to imagine when you would create and I was thinking about your whole body of work, which is mind-boggling. There were so many times where you've put yourself in extreme positions as a director, and I'm thinking that you couldn't just sit still in your office and be on a Zoom. You would need to be on a raft floating down a river in Peru, battling the elements on your Zoom while everyone else was talking. Do you know what I mean? That you, Werner Herzog, would have to be. It feels like that would be the kind of Zoom you would want to have, is to put yourself way out there.
No, you have to be really out there, and Zoom belongs somewhere else. It's a different world, and you have to make a decision. Do you want to use it for what purposes?
Yep.
For example, I'm probably the last holdout who doesn't use a cell phone.
You don't have a cell phone?
I don't have a cell phone, no. But it's for cultural reasons. I'm not nostalgic. So I want to derive my interaction or my knowledge of the real world in direct contact with the world. The most intense would be traveling on foot, which I've done.
This is a quote. You said it in your book, and it really stuck with me. The world reveals itself to those who travel on foot.
Yeah.
It's important to you to walk and see things in real time.
It's not just real time. You are unprotected when you travel on foot, and I don't mean backpacking with your whole household on your back, your tent, your sleeping bag, your cooking utensils, and so on. And I'm a lazy bum like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I would not travel on foot unless there was an existentially important reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I would travel on foot when my mentor, very old woman, by then 80 years old, Jewish, who had fled Nazi Germany on the day when Hitler took power, and she was in hiding in France during the Second World War and the Nazi regime. And she became my mentor and was very important. And when she was dying, I said, I'm not flying. I'm not taking the train, or I'm not going by car. I will come on foot 1,000 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
And it was early winter and snowstorms and hail and rain and whatever. And I would sleep under bridges sometimes in the hay of a barn, or I would open vacation home that was uninhabited with some sort of tools, surgical tools. Without breaking a lock, I can open it and close it again and sleep in there. So, and she was out of hospital, by the way, when I arrived. And she,
it's incredible.
8 years later, when she was 88, probably 88, because we do not know exactly how old she became, she celebrated her 75th birthday at least twice, maybe 3 times. Normally women start to cheat about their age much earlier, but she had 75.
I've been celebrating my 35th
and
now for a long time.
She summoned me 8 years later. She summons me to Paris, and she said to me, just over a cup of tea, there's still this spell upon me that I must not die. You put that spell on me. And I'm old now, I'm almost blind, I cannot read books, which is the joy of my life. I cannot see movies, which is the other joy of my life. I'm lame, I can barely walk. So can you lift the spell off of me? And I said, okay, yes, it's lifted. And 8 days later, she died. And it was good, it was right. She had put me in a position where I had become independent and strong and self-confident, and you just name it.
Well, you touch on this. That's a beautiful story. You touch on your childhood, which is not of this. I mean, it's clearly not of this century, but it feels like your childhood could have been 400 years ago. You grew up in such poverty. You grow up in this. I mean, you're born, as you say in the book, at this moment when fortunes are changing for the German army.
Right.
In North Africa, Rommel is about to start losing, and the Germans have invaded Stalingrad, which is the beginning of the end. So, but you grow up in this great tumult and terrible poverty, and you say that you weren't really aware that you were poor other than you were hungry a lot.
Yes, that's when you really know you're poor. And my mother would have a loaf of bread, one loaf for my 2 brothers and me and her, 4 people. And she would make a groove for each day, and each of us had 1 thin slice of bread per day. Mm-hmm. But normally by Friday, when we were so hungry, we had eaten the whole loaf of bread, and we hoped that she would find something somewhere. But sometimes it was always Saturday, Sunday, that was the worst, when there was nothing. So, and I remember that very well. And we were wailing and tugging at her skirt, and she spun her. I remember her very well for that. She spins around, completely composed, but with an anger and despair in her face that I've never seen before or after. And very calmly she says, "Boys, if I could cut it out of my ribs, I would cut it out of my ribs. But I can't, so you shut up." And that made a big impression on me, of course. But many people have grown up hungry or poor. There's nothing wrong about that. For children, it's much easier than for the parents. When a mother cannot feed the children anymore, that's a real awful thing.
I have a story to recount. I hurt my ankle quite badly. There. Done. That's my story.
Wait, did you really hurt your ankle?
I did. I rolled my ankle on some ice. I was walking on ice and I rolled it, and it was quite painful and it wouldn't get better. And so I finally went to CVS, and I don't know why, but I went and got one of those compression socks that helps hold your foot together.
Yeah.
I've never felt older in my life than buying a compression sock. I bought a compression sock. I went, first of all, when you walk through the aisle and someone says, "Can I help you, sir?" And you say, "Where are the compression socks?" And they say, "Oh, right this way, sir." And I could tell he even spoke more loudly. I'm like, I'm not that old. I think of myself as a very young, dynamic.
You felt older getting compression socks than you did the time you got orthotics?
What?
Okay, I got orthotics. Children can get orthotics.
Okay.
You know, and I got orthotics because I was having some low back pain, and it was suggested to me that maybe I was pronating a little bit, which was causing some problems in my low back. So I got orthotics, and the problem went away. But then you used to tease me anytime I would say, "Sona, I've got to reorder some of my orthotics." And you can't say I need to reorder my orthotics without sounding like a complete doofus. And I would try different ways. I'd be like, "So anyway, it's really important that we reorder those orthotics." And every time you do it. But compression socks and orthotics, those are things that the minute you bring them up, it's over. So I went and I got a compression sock.
Yeah.
And then I said, "I've got to put this compression sock on my ankle." And the guy was like, "Okay." And I said, "But first, I'll need to remove my orthotics." And the guy was like, "Okay, whatever you got to do." And then I said, "By the way, I'm still a sexual threat." And he went, "What?" "I'm still a sexual threat to any women out there."
And then he handed you a box of Geritol. And said, I knew you were coming.
Once I get my compression socks over my orthotics, I'm ready to be a sexual threat to all the women out there. I've got big dick energy with my orthotics. And my compression sock.
This compression sock is for my big dick. It's such a threat.
Yeah. I sprained my penis. Now my penis needs orthotics and a compression sock. And it also needs an aloe gel. Hello? Why is this store emptying out? Does anyone know I'm a sexual threat in aisle 4? We've got a sexual threat in aisle 4. Well, anyway, if you see me limping down the street, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story. That's the story. I have something I want to talk about. I'm trying to reveal my true personality on this podcast, and I think it's come out over the time. I occasionally make jokes, and people probably think, well, that's not real. Conan's exaggerating that for comedic effect, or he's being self-deprecating. But I think over the years, whether on TV or here on the podcast, I've talked about how I have no body awareness. You know, I'm not in touch with my body. Very New England, Catholic, Irish, You've noticed that over the years, right?
What do you mean you're not in touch? Like you don't know how big you are?
What?
Or you're just not in touch with it, like you don't touch yourself?
Okay, well, this got derailed instantly.
I'm sorry. I was
what
just
I'm
trying
saying
to
is,
figure out what you meant, that you're not in touch with your
I'm not
body.
clear either.
Okay, I make jokes over the years about how I don't, I'm not someone that's nude a lot. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of those people.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of body consciousness.
Right.
Do you, was that not clear?
Now I get it.
Okay,
You've made it clear.
but I touch myself constantly.
Okay.
But
God.
I'm blindfolded, so I'm constantly using my hands to try and find out what's going on down there, but I do it with my eyes closed and blindfolded. But anyway, my point is that I say that, and I think people probably take it with a grain of salt, meaning, oh, he's playing up that role.
Sure.
I had an experience recently that drove home for me just how out of touch I am with my own body, which is I've been running a lot in the last year. I think I started doing it during COVID. I was running a lot, and then my left foot really started to hurt, and I went in to get it checked out, and they said, it's very common, plantar fasciitis, your arch, the tissue there is really activated, and and I'm sure that's quite common with runners and with a lot of people who are on their feet a lot. This doctor recommended, he said, go see this woman. I won't say her name. I want to respect her privacy, but she's great. This woman is great, and she specializes in feet. So I went to see this woman, and she's terrific. She's originally from Scotland. She's got this amazing Scottish accent, and she's really funny and a great storyteller. So she'll be there, and she'll, work on my feet and try and fix my arch on my left foot while she's spinning these great tales, and she's fantastic. But the first day I went, she said, all right, let's take a look. I don't do a Scottish accent, but she was like, let's see your foot. And so
Groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah, she's sort of she sounds like Shrek or Groundskeeper Willie. And so I take off my shoe, and she's like, let's be seeing what you're having here.
100% from Ireland.
Yeah.
Just never set foot in Scotland.
Yeah. When I said she's Scotch, she enjoys Scotch, but she's she's Irish. No. So anyway, I take off my my shoe, and she's looking at my foot, and she goes, oh man, look at your foot. And I looked down at my foot, and I realized I have never spent any time in my life looking at my own foot.
Oh. Really?
Never, ever. And I'm not exaggerating. So I took off both shoes, and I'm looking down at my feet, and she was commenting on, she said, your feet they're not that malleable. They're like me, they're kind of uptight, and they need to be stretched. And she said, your toes are all crammed together. There's no space between them. Oh. And I'm seeing it all for the first time. And this is a part of my body, and I'm seeing it, and she might as well have been showing me like a quartz crystal that she found in a mountain. Like, I was just like, wow, look at that. It's my fucking feet without any socks on them. And I'm looking at them as if it's a new mystery. And then she goes, oh, and I'm not looking at my foot at this point. She goes, oh, and you've got a webbed toes. On two of my toes are attached with webbing. And I said, which foot? And she was like, because I knew, but I didn't know which foot.
What?
And she was like, what? She was like, your left foot. And I looked, and sure enough, like my, I think it's my third and fourth toes have like a webbing that goes up high. My toes are super long.
What?
My brother has that.
Yeah, and she goes, oh, and she says, like, that's a, what they used to think that was a sign of royalty or something. Some bullshit someone made up who was stuck with a webbed toe.
I should mention my brother is Aquaman.
Yeah. Your brother, Aquaman, has. So anyway, I didn't immediately know. I was like looking up at the ceiling when she said, you've got a webbed toe, and I know that, kind of, but I couldn't tell you which foot.
Oh.
Now, you'd think, am I wrong? That's
weird.
Very screwed up to me.
That is really
What
weird.
about when you're clipping your toenails? You're not ever like...
Who clips their toenails?
Oh, jeez.
That's the second thing she said. Was she was like, Christ! I can't do it, Captain.
It's like Freddy Krueger down
You look
here.
like Freddy Krueger down here. Because I've let them grow like Howard Hughes. They've been growing since 1963.
Oh, who let
They're
Wolverine
yellow.
down here?
Oh, you got your Wolverine down here. You're fucking.
Wow.
No, I
Scottish
I
accent.
do, but I don't really. I'm not. What I'm saying is,
Why?
I'm not. I'm just not in touch with my own body, and I realize that my least favorite question is if I go to a doctor or I'm seeing anyone about a sore back or anything, and they tell you, okay, how does this feel? Now, how does this feel? I don't like it because I say, I don't know. I don't know how things feel. What do you mean, how do things feel?
Why are you like this?
I think you could get an answer from parents.
Oh.
But I don't think there's, I think, you know.
I think you need to go home, take off every stitch of clothing, stand in front of a full-length mirror, and get to know Conesy.
Can you do that? Can you literally? Can you
No.
actually do that?
No, because I'm telling you, and I'm not even kidding, if I stood naked in front of a full-length mirror to get to know my own body, I would be doing bits within a second.
Yeah.
I would be doing bits and takes. I would not be able to be real. I'm telling you, and this is me being completely honest, but who doesn't know at my age exactly which two toes are webbed?
Yeah, that is a little strange.
That's weird.
Like,
And-
if you had a birthmark on your back, would you be able to know at least that?
well,
Is there-
would I be able to see it, or would I?
I mean, like, would you have known that?
or
Oh,
would
yeah.
a lover have to tell me?
Oh.
You know you have a 666 on your scalp, right?
Oh, Jesus, I'm quite aware of that.
Okay.
Because he comes by every now and then and says, remember the contract. A talk show from total obscurity was your request, and I came through on it. Then you come back and want a successful podcast. And I agreed to that. But you will pay in the next life. Anyway, that's Lorne Michaels, by the way.
I'm blown away that you don't know your own feet.
I didn't know my own feet, and now she said, in this person who works on feet, this Scottish woman who's fantastic, she said a lot of people don't know their feet because she said no one cares about their feet until their feet hurt, and resignation. Oh. I thought you were resigning, and it just said "rap?" ?
But they would still know which toes are webbed. You don't have to spend a lot of time.
I know, but
looking
this
at your
is one of
feet.
those things is that I don't think I have any awareness about my body, and I don't like it when people want me to describe where's the pain or how does the pain feel, because I think I don't know. I don't know what feels better, this or that.
They're just trying to help you.
I know, but it's my least. I've told my wife that. I said my least favorite question is, how does this feel? I'm like, I don't know how things feel. Let's just get through this and get to the grave.
There's so much to unpack.
Do you, when you're sleeping, don't you ever kind of wiggle your toes and then you know that two are moving with each other on one foot? And
No,
not the other?
no. First of all, you can't feel. There's nothing. The web toes don't feel
But
any
you can
different.
feel one pulling the other.
No,
I'm
they
sure.
don't articulate. My toes don't really even articulate.
What? You just have no jointed toes?
No, they should articulate. I have all the equipment down there. Trust me, I've got all the equipment.
Okay, so he's doing it again.
No. That's not a sexual thing. I just mean I was talking in a sexual way about my toes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that I don't know. I couldn't like grasp something with my toes. Do you know what I mean? Can you do that? Could you grasp
yeah,
something
but
with your
not
toes?
like an ape. But yeah, I could.
No,
I
you're
could pick.
somewhat ape-like.
I guess
you're a very intelligent, fussy ape.
I can pick up a TV remote control with my feet. I mean, I don't. I'm not-
You can type with your feet and play the piano with your feet, but you're not like an ape. No. You do beautiful scrimshaw with your feet. You make origami with your feet, but you're not an ape.
Well, I'll take that over this guy that doesn't even know he has feet.
Yeah.
I don't know I have feet.
Are you comfortable with your body? Like if you went to a nude beach and everybody
No!
was getting naked,
Of
you'd
course
be like,
not.
"Let's do this, guys."
Of course I'm not.
But you
comfortable.
were in a bit once with Chelsea Handler where you were like not naked, but you had a nude.
Yeah, but I don't. That's not my preference. That's when you do a bit with Chelsea Handler. It's understood you must be naked.
Oh.
And I will do anything for comedy, but it is not my preference to be naked. It's not my natural state, even though it is my natural state.
I love it.
Yeah.
When we go to the Korean spa, I'm like, let's do this.
My mother said I was born in a little 3-piece suit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. And maybe this is too personal, but what do you sleep in?
Like boxer briefs and a t-shirt.
Okay.
And then long socks.
Go.
And a Nixon mask. And when I wake up, I go, it's gonna be a great day.
Can I ask you a question? You have a friend of your daughter's staying with you, correct?
Yes.
What does she call you?
She hasn't said my name.
Oh.
She just showed up last night, so she hasn't said, oh, hello, Mr. O'Brien, or...
Do the kids' friends call you Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was something that started in grade school, is that apparently the word went out, you call parents Mr. O'Brien or Mrs. O'Brien. And they do that. And I used to think, that's a little formal. I don't know that I need that. But the second a kid says, hey, Conan, I want to tear into their torso.
What the fuck?
With like my sharpened nails.
What the
Pull their heart out and eat it in front of them.
Oh my God.
Maybe an overreaction or
proportionate.
Thank you. Yeah, proportionate. The minute I heard, and my son once a number of years ago, when he was a little, realized that all he had to do was say, my son is quite large now and older. My son is in his late 50s. But my son said, okay, Conan.
Ooh.
And I said, like, okay. And he was like, all right, I'll try better, Conan.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, it's, I'm daddy. You call me dad or daddy. And he knew that it really does push a button.
Oh, he really big timed you there.
Yeah.
That's
now, what
so
about
funny.
you? What do you want kids to call you?
Mr. Mullaney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say, call me Dr. O'Brien.
No. But you're not a doctor.
I'm not.
Do you have honorary degrees?
I don't know. Who knows those things?
He does.
He does?
Yeah, from Dartmouth.
Dartmouth. That's pretty cool, huh?
Why'd you laugh then? Why'd you laugh if it's so cool?
It's great.
You were expecting a different
great.
school, didn't you?
It's great that Dartmouth gave you it. Was Cornell booked? Get the tissues. Get the tissues for Dom DeLuise. Was Cornell booked?
Oh, I want the blooper reel on you ripping into different schools. I gave a speech there. It was not a prerequisite. I didn't ask for it. They gave it to me.
You got a bachelor's or you got a doctorate?
He got a doctorate.
What? Wow.
Was it?
Of letters?
Arts or something?
Yeah, arts.
Of course, arts.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you
I'm
do you
a scientist. In my own way, I'm a scientist.
In the 1700s, you would have just taken over your dad's job and you would have been a scientist.
Yes.
Your dad would have dropped dead when you were 15.
Yeah.
Instead of still being alive. It's insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
You're like 60. And
My dad.
You're 60 and you walk around with a dad.
My dad.
At this point, you guys should be brothers. And a mom. You should just be brothers.
My dad is 94. He fought in the Boer War. Look it up, kids.
Boer War.
Yeah, he fought. Oh, come on. And he's still going strong. But you're right. In the olden times, were my father to, first of all, no one lived past 50. He would have dropped in the field. And I would have taken over his medical practice, and I would have been a phrenologist. I would have measured felt the bumps on people's heads and decided if they were sociopaths or not.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing, and I would have been very respected.
Yeah.
It would have been a better life for me.
And you would have been training to do that from a very early age.
Yes.
You'd had no childhood. People always go, oh, poor Michael Jackson, he had no childhood. But you know who else didn't? Is anyone born before 1910.
Yes.
Yeah. And they
Thank
didn't marry children with a giraffe as a witness.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is that the first hard take you've heard on MJ?
Yeah.
You never heard? Yeah, it's a pretty sacred cow in comedy to not go after it.
We now know.
Wow.
We now know.
Sona, a lot of people have negative takes on it.
We now know why John was not asked to give the eulogy at Michael Jackson's funeral.
I had a nice version. I had two versions.
I read your nice version.
I had two versions.
I read your nice version.
That's exactly what the host said.
I read the nice version, and it leads with the whole giraffe, no childhood thing.
I had a version without that, and I was perfectly willing to call in an audible and switch it on the fly, and the organizers knew that. But did I get let into Staples Center? No.
You know, Sona was a new hire when Michael Jackson shuffled off his mortal coil backwards, and
Oh, come on.
he moonwalked off that mortal coil. Any hoots, Sona was new, and I called her from the car, and I said, "This is terrible about Michael Jackson." She said, "Yeah," and I said, "Okay, well, here's."
Was that a test? That was the final test
and
to
I
get hired?
said, no, and then I said, just arrange like a private viewing.
Oh, that's so fun.
And I said, I want a private viewing, and I heard her writing it down like private viewing, and I said, so just find out who we talked to. I'd like some time alone with Michael, and I said, I don't want to run into Tito.
Yes.
And I really don't want to run into the dad.
Mhm.
And you said, and I heard you going, don't run into dad.
I just started.
She had
Right.
just started.
Yeah.
So I came to work, and the first thing I did was march into her office, and she was starting to make calls. And I saw in her pad, she had listed all of the things that I had said.
Yeah.
Very
No
dutifully.
Tito, no Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
No Tito, no
and
Joe
then you
Jackson.
said you
private.
wanted to adopt Blanket.
That was a separate call
Yeah.
2 days later.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
But I told her, no, that was just a joke. But then I called you again 2 days later and said, I want to, can you get in touch with my lawyer?
Yeah.
And you were like, okay. And I said, this is her name, and it should be in there. And you're like, okay. And, blah, blah, blah. And she's going to need to figure out, we're also going to need to talk about adoption law. And again,
Right.
and I said, yeah. And she said, what's this all? And she said, I'm going to want to adopt Blanket, and she just hung up on me. So that's when I knew I had hired.
Just started working for him. Like, I was so new, and he didn't care.
I would believe you. I would believe him too.
Yeah.
It's just he's a stone's throw from Michael's inner circle.
I was.
No, I mean, two calls and you've got
stone's throw.
two phone calls and you've got Quincy Jones or Barry Diller or someone who worked with Michael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
It's Conan O'Brien. I
He
don't know
knows.
if you know who I
Yeah.
was calling on. Yeah. Okay.
No,
all right.
I could get. That would have been fine. That would have been.
You
no
wouldn't
problem.
have known. I wouldn't have known, at least at the ready, that he didn't, introduce him during the Black or White tour. So,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wouldn't know I wouldn't know at the ready
No,
that
because
Conan didn't do that.
Yes, because I was a known person when you were young,
right?
And so, for all you know, I partied with. Al Jolson. Like, anyone from the 1920s, you link me to all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very plausible.
Sure.
Hello, and welcome to a special episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. This is a little different. Today is the day after Valentine's Day. Special day. Did you have a nice Valentine's Day, Sona?
I did.
Did your husband get you anything nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got me
You're acting very weird.
because
Almost as if we taped this before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And you are completely unable to pretend. Doesn't he usually get you flowers or something?
he got me flowers.
Uh-huh.
Then we
And your
ate-
favorite chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. That's such good chocolate.
Yeah.
And then we ate at a restaurant. And
Wow. Compelling story. No one tells it like you. What about you, Matt? Well, you have a nice Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Even though we're taping ahead of time, but was it a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we ate at the top of the Empire State Building and
Oh.
then watched Taken on a blimp.
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're making shit up then.
No.
Yeah. No?
Okay. Well, I went to Paris
No,
and I
I'm
just
not
got
buying
back
this.
this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
did
went
you meet
to Paris.
Did you meet your French character, and what did he sound like?
Yeah, he was like, "Welcome to Paris."
Oh, my God.
Welcome, happy Valentine's Day to you, America.
Can't believe you didn't make it
They don't do
as an improviser.
They don't do Valentine's Day in Paris.
Have you ever thought of auditioning for Saturday Night Live, just doing your French character and just taping a big fake mustache under your nose?
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. I'll
big
arrange it.
fake mustache?
Yeah.
What does the mustache do?
It's just you're a French guy.
My French guy doesn't have a mustache.
Oh,
He's
then-
clean shaven.
Oh, then he's not French. Okay. Listen, it is the day after Valentine's Day, a very special day for many where they are either sad about their lonely Valentine's Day or quite delighted with the romance of that very special time.
Or happy with their non-relationship
Yes,
Valentine's
yes.
Day.
That's the third one I was getting to. I didn't mean
You
to make
sounded
it sound
done.
like there were only two. Oh, no. No, that was just me getting to the big and I think the best one, which is being very happy being just on your own for the time being or forever, whichever you prefer. And either one's okay.
We have limited time.
Anyway, I should point out this is a 15-hour segment. We have a special guest joining us today, someone who works on the show, the podcast here at the podcast company. Podcast empire, really, if you will.
Awkward.
More of a conglomerate. That's like saying Standard Oil is just an oil company. Well, no, it really is an octopus, if you will.
What?
It takes Teddy Roosevelt has to break it up. But that's not the point. The point is Sam is here. Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Were you waiting for me to get around to the point of this whole podcast?
I've been here a while.
Yeah. Let's see. Lily watched you get older as you've been sitting here. Sam, you're quite young, and you've been working here at Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend for how long?
Like 2.5 years, I think. Yeah.
You having a good time?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
She's not going to say no.
But she meant no.
I know. She wasn't very enthusiastic at all.
Very much behaving like a prisoner of war, making a tape. But anyway, Sam, what is your job title here? I understand you recently got a promotion.
I did. I am now the social media producer.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank
Well, you do
you.
a terrific job.
Thank you.
I like working with you and with Ruthie very much.
Thank you.
guys are cool. And you seem to tolerate me. Your vibe very much is I will tolerate Conan.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's a pleasure working with you as well, Sam. Sam, we had you in here because rumor, and you know how people talk in an office, rumors that you are freshly single.
I am.
And anything you want to say about that as backstory? Are you sad about this breakup? Was
No.
it time? No, it was time.
It was time, yeah.
Okay, good.
It was a short one.
Okay. Well, like I said, you're young. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
Just be meeting different people.
Hitting it and quitting it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Plowing and
okay, take it easy. Take it easy.
chowing? I don't know. That wasn't going anywhere.
Well, that was awful.
I'm
Plowing and
sorry.
chowing. That's fantastic. Sam,
Yeah.
you went through this breakup. You are newly single. I don't know. I've been married for a long time. So I don't know anything about the dating apps. Are you on the apps?
No.
No.
Well,
Are you thinking of going on an app?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel ready.
Are you averse to an app or you're ready to do it?
No. That is how I historically have dated.
Okay. And most young people I meet today use dating apps, and many of them quite successfully.
Oh yeah, my last 2 relationships were from the apps. Yeah.
Is there an app that you favor in particular? And this is not a commercial, so you can say whatever you want. We're not getting paid by anybody.
You know, Bumble's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Hinge is good. Tinder's bad. Stay away from Tinder.
Tell me, what is it? I just want to know, as kind of a friend, an employer, and a kind of a pervy guy, what's the problem? What's the problem with Tinder?
It feels very like hit it and quit it. Kind of
plow it and chow it.
Plow it and chow it. Yep.
Right.
It's just
Shag
a little
it
scary.
And
Bag it.
Okay,
You're out the door.
Ew,
Yeah.
bag it.
Bag it.
Yeah.
No.
Like
What do
bag
you-
it used to mean like, let's get out of here. You know, you shag and then you bag, you know?
No.
No,
No.
it sounds like you shag it and then you're murdering it and then
Yeah.
you put it in a bag.
Well, that's, listen, if that's your thing, that's what happens. If you're going to murder someone, you got to clean up after yourself. So you like Bumble?
Yeah.
You taking notes here? Remember, if you murder, always clean up.
Okay.
I want to be that PSA. If you murder, I'll be the Smokey the Bear is to what? Forest
we hope
fires.
you
I'll be
don't
that-
have to murder, but if you do.
If you do, hey, keep it clean. Someone else is going to rent that apartment. Hey, that crawl space might be needed by someone else. Okay, so Bumble, and I hear a lot of good things about Hinge. Hinge is a good one.
Hinge is great.
How can we help you? I want to help you. I know that you are indifferent to me, but I like you.
Mhm.
I really like that you work at the company and you're bringing your creativity and your social media smarts and benefiting us. So I want to help you.
Yeah.
What do you think I could do to help?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, help me with
Want me to
my
help?
prompts and all that.
Okay, let's do that.
Designing it.
We can actually bring this profile up on the screens. We've kind of done a little
Do we
bit
have that kind of technology?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
There I am.
Oh, you look great,
These are
Sam.
beautiful photos.
Thank you.
I think this
I
is
love that.
sorry.
I love those photos.
Thank
okay,
you.
so I'm looking at your Bumble date profile, and those are really nice pictures.
Thank you.
And I would just like to put in my own comment about Sam, which is incredibly cool. And you seem like you have a very amazing sense of humor.
Oh,
and so
thank you.
I think that's the Conan seal of approval. But let's go through the prompts and tell me how I can help.
I'm surprised you're not telling her to put a picture up of you.
I know.
Well, if you want to get some clicks.
What would be the best version of you in her photo? Not just a selfie, but how can we be creative where it's like, maybe you're like deep in the background, staring down the camera or
What?
something like that. So
No,
it's
I
just
think
an odd, like
He's a lurker.
like
we could
the
take that
ring.
now. We could take one now.
Oh, you know what would be funny? What if Sam is pushing me in a wheelchair and like her hobby is taking care of Conan O'Brien, who's much more infirm than you think he is. I don't know, it just raises a lot of questions. It would get first of all, you come across as very caring in this.
Her hobby.
Is
That's
there,
a hobby.
is there one we could shoot right now?
What about I'm bringing you a drink? Like I work for you.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to help us out here. I could be handing this mug.
Oh, yeah, the mug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to be bringing you a drink.
So here, let's.
Like I'm your. Do I have the headphones on for this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know why.
And Blay, you do this away from my microphone, but I think my dulcet tones still. Here we go.
I love your hands ready to accept.
Oh, look at this.
That's good.
There we go.
Okay, that is me humbly serving you,
That's
Sam.
good.
And I'm obsequious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I please the almighty Sam.
We should choose that as the main photo, I think.
Yeah.
No.
That'll.
No.
I
No.
wouldn't do that as the main photo.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely. I think that's what you lead with.
Okay, so that's going to go on as a
Great.
photo. That's
Mhm.
very good. And then what's next? You young people, and I'm including everyone in this room who's not me.
Okay.
Everyone here who
So Joe, you
Just so
Just
you're
Joe.
clear, I did purchase over 50 vitamins the other day. Okay.
Oh my! Did you really?
Yeah,
50?
I'm 50.
What do you mean over
Oh,
50?
oh,
Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. You
50
just
different
I thought
Yeah.
you just bought a quantity of 50 of the same kind of vitamin. I'm like, so what? I bet in a bottle there's 35. What's the big deal? I got the 15 extra value. Okay, so what's next, guys?
All right. So interests. You want to add some interests?
Yeah.
Here are the different categories of interest. We have self-care,
Sure.
sports, creativity, going out, staying in,
Mhm.
film and TV. There's a lot of them. There's a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I quickly say something? I worry that if there's too much stuff in the self-care area, it's going to send a signal that, I'm neurotic. Do you know what I mean? Like I spend a lot of time
Yeah.
taking care of myself and thinking about myself. That's why I'm a complete novice. This is just me shooting from the hip.
Sure.
What do you think?
I do care about myself, though.
You do,
Yeah.
but I would say let's just not go crazy on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
and
yeah.
check every one.
So maybe just sleeping well.
No, you could do more. There could be more than one.
You can pick as many as you want.
I go to therapy.
Okay, well,
Okay.
so do I.
Yeah. We can do
Clearly,
that.
if anyone's listening to the podcast, I haven't been in a while. Sleeping well in therapy. I think
Yeah.
those are fine ones.
What if a guy's like, God, I really want a girl who can have a deep chat? Because I feel like Sam's deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
We
All
could
right.
do that.
Never
Mhm.
mind. Okay.
No,
I'm
well,
not going to force
No,
it.
but deep chats, this is so preliminary that I would worry that deep chats implies that that's going to be expected on the first date.
Oh, okay.
I'm
you know
not
what I mean?
seeing
That's fine.
hit it and quit it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
No, wait.
plow it and
guess
chow
what?
it.
I'm seeing sex positivity. If I did this, I'd be sex negativity. I'm very sex negative.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing just freaks me out.
Mm-mm.
What a freak show. Okay, sports. What are your sports?
None.
Okay.
I don't do any
Solid.
sports.
All right.
Already you'd be a hit for me.
Yeah.
Oh, this one you're going to kill because I know you're creative.
Thank you. I like art
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
and crafts,
Mm-hmm.
making videos. That's a big part of my job.
What kind of videos? I know you make them for us, but do you do it on your free time?
Yeah.
Okay.
For myself, yeah.
All right, but does it ever impinge on what I'm paying you for?
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Conan, oh
Maybe
my
I
God.
post from here sometime.
Okay, well, that's something we have to discuss.
Okay.
So that's an HR meeting.
Photography?
Going out.
Okay.
Let's go to going out.
Yeah.
Well, everyone goes out, right?
I don't go out very often.
Do you go to bars?
Not really.
Do you go cafe hopping?
What?
Does that mean? What if you go to one cafe and just hop up and down? That's the kind of cafe hopping I do. Monsieur, please, if you could move on. Where's your fake mustache? Is it a callback to Sona's French impression? Yes, it is. It's called a callback. So no cafe hopping, no bars, clubs?
No.
I haven't been to a club in my life. Concerts? You like music?
Yeah, you could put concerts.
All right.
That's fine.
Put concerts down.
Oh, wait, guys, you can only,
wait.
we've reached our limit. You've chosen all 5.
All
What?
right.
You can only have 5 interests.
Are you kidding me?
And are you able to enter your own? Or you have to choose theirs?
I think you have to choose theirs.
This is a scam.
But where do
Values
you...
and traits, pets,
Oh,
traveling.
these are your most.
Oh,
your
wait a
5
minute.
most.
So we did this all wrong. I didn't realize you can only put in 5.
Yeah.
How do you date if you can only say 5 things about yourself?
I think we could
leave it blank. I don't put anything in here.
Oh, this is Joe, the engineer.
shit.
I think we should have been talking to her all along. You sound like you know what
Joe's
you're talking
very
about.
cool. I trust her.
Yeah, Joe is super cool.
What's the strategy?
Joe,
for
weigh in.
putting in nothing.
So I just do photos all from the same room.
What?
Why?
What do you mean?
Just use the same room, like just different parts of the room, and then a bio, and that's it.
So like the zero effort adds an air of mystery. Ooh.
I think just people ask you more questions about why you're in the same room.
I like what I'm hearing. Maybe we don't check any of these.
Yeah. Take them off.
Take them off.
I trust her.
Joe, why didn't you say anything while we were completely screwing this up? You're so chill that you neglected to help us.
But some people like to put their interest in there, and then you just have to answer a lot of questions about like basketball.
Okay.
Even if your interest is cafe hopping?
Yeah.
Cafe hopping, that's weird,
Yeah,
right?
that's really weird.
I don't know. I love it.
You love it.
I love cafe hopping. It describes my life in my 20s, was cafe hopping.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to move along. We don't have much time for this.
Joe, do you think we have profile prompts? And then do you want to add a prompt?
Yeah, I would add a prompt.
Okay, now this says pick a profile prompt. It's the perfect opportunity to show a little more of your personality.
I'm hoping you...
But keep it simple.
Guarantee that a non-negotiable.
You pick one.
Me?
Yeah, pick one out.
A non-negotiable would be if you're not a Conan fan.
No, that's fine.
No.
Actually, it would be weird if they were a big Conan fan.
But don't you think...
Wait, hold it. Why?
Because then I would feel like they're trying to date me to get to you.
I think that's going to happen already now that we've done
No,
this.
I know.
Yeah.
No, that was always my big thing. Was I never was sure what guys' intentions were.
Tack is always trying to talk to me and write me and hit me up for various Conan memorabilia.
Yeah, sometimes he makes me put a Conan mask on when we go.
Oh my God!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I asked Liza to wear
Cut
one.
that out.
See, when I took this job, my wife left me.
Liza, put on that Conan mask.
No.
Listen, no. We won't mention me at all. I mean, I'm in the photo.
Maybe it's
a non-negotiable. That sounds negative.
Okay.
Let's not do non-negotiable.
See another prompt. I'm not feeling that non-negotiable.
My favorite.
prompt.
Let's break dating stereotypes by I'm a great number one
Plus
because
one.
Plus one.
Oh, plus one. Sorry, I don't know the lingo.
We'll get along if.
What's your my real life superpower is?
It has to be clever.
How about X-ray vision? It's like a real superpower.
She's got one.
My real life superpower.
That's actually
My favorite real life superpower is I can fly at the speed of light. And if I circle the earth backwards, I can make it go back in time.
I always heal and have adamantium bones.
Yeah. That's a funny one.
Oh, that's
giant adamantium spikes come out of my knuckles. I am Wolverine.
Just say
it's
nothing.
Adamantium. What's
adamantium.
Just say no
Adamantium.
powers, no superpowers.
Okay, we're being told by Joe to knock it off.
Take it out. Take it out.
Wait, the goal here is celibacy forever, isn't it? It's just. Isn't the goal here to live and die alone?
No,
That's what I thought we were doing.
The only
This
hits you're going to
works
get
for
are
me.
me, Conan, and Sona.
Yeah.
That's what you want to say?
No.
That's
No.
what I have on mine.
Yeah, but
Oh my
Joe,
God.
come on.
I'm serious.
How's it working for you?
It literally worked. I have a boyfriend.
Oh my
What?
God.
You didn't tell me you had a boyfriend. Everyone's supposed to report this shit to me.
Why would she tell you?
That's new.
That's
but
creepy
look.
rule number 9 in the Conan Code book.
Good.
Oh, what? You're
Okay.
in a bathtub in an empty bathtub, the description says, "Don't hate me if I," and your answer is just don't. Joe,
can I see?
I don't think that's going to work for me.
Brand for Joe, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But notice how all the photos are in the bathroom.
When you said a room, you meant the bathroom.
But Joe,
Okay.
you have a very specific thing going on, and I'm worried that it's not Sam's thing. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not as cool as Joe.
Well, no, you're cool in a
you-
different way. You're just cool in a different way.
Oh my
So,
God.
Your post, these look like American Apparel ads.
Yeah, they really do. You're wearing.
A lot of people are like, why are these in the bathroom? And you can talk
Because
about
I live in a
Right.
bathroom. Want to date me?
Yeah. Do you ever mention that if you kill someone in the tub, the cleanup is very easy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's just move on. Okay, Sam, you got to help us out here. What are you seeing here? What makes me feel grounded? I'm a real nerd about.
Yoga. I'm a yoga teacher.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is
Why
good, but are you cool attracting yoga dudes? Is that a breed?
Yeah.
That, okay,
I would
good.
like to
Okay.
go to yoga with my partner.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or whoever you like.
Yeah, I'll take anything.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yoga. I'm a real nerd about yoga. This is good. Yoga.
You know what? I don't like the exclamation point.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
Blay.
That's not
I
cool.
know that you love
Yeah.
exclamation
Mhm.
points.
I'm sorry. I was
I'm a
trying.
real
Why do
nerd
you
about
always put exclamation
yoga.
points? Every text from Blay is like, "Sorry, your dad died!" Exclamation point.
I will say, I emailed you about something, and there was an exclamation point. And you said, "Hey, I'm getting you some. I'm allowing this exclamation point because it's your birthday." And then you sent me a follow-up email like 2 hours later. Here's your birthday present. It was just a bunch of exclamation points.
I put a lot of thought into my put downs. Okay, I like that. I'm real nerd about yoga. Yes, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need to put all that.
Oh, I'm just a real nerd about yoga. Period. You tell me. This is your dating
I
profile.
like the teacher part.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I like
That's
the
fine.
teacher
Yeah,
part. Yes,
that's
Joe?
cool. Yoga.
Joe?
I'm a yoga teacher.
Joe,
You
what
could
you
put
got?
an emoji instead of a period.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, well, I
That's
also
not
don't know.
Sam's style.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to keep it Sam.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Mhm.
Okay, so now the next section is my opening move. Start your chats with an opening move.
Okay.
So I don't know. This says you're in control. Say your move once, and we'll take it from there. We'll add it to your profile and send it to all new chats. Is that what you want?
Oh,
so this
no.
is
This is like an
automatic?
auto reply?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think this is a nightmare. I think you people live in a hellscape.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's
it's
get
really
to
hard out here.
post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Let's get to the meat of this, which is
Okay.
your bio.
Oh, here we go.
want to write a fun and punchy bio. This is what people are going to see. They're going to see your photo, and they're going to see your bio. So this is important.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, it's cool. You work at a very cool place. It's okay to mention
All right.
that.
Start with that.
All right.
I work at a really cool place.
Yeah.
Should I just brag in the whole bio?
No, I don't. I think that's. But Joe, we shouldn't mention anything about her working with.
I wouldn't put stuff about work.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it's safe to say there's nothing about Conan in your bio.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have your job on your profile?
I have my job, yeah.
Okay.
Do
But
you at all
not in
feel
my
like you
bio.
need to disclose that you work here? As
Yeah, sort of like
Yeah.
you knew I was
It's a
working.
warning.
You
Well,
knew.
the next thing
You
is
knew I had been in prison. Oh, the next
is
thing is
the
work. So,
work.
okay, so what's your bio? What do you want them to know about you?
God, I don't know. I feel like I'm a very chill and like
You are the chillest person
That's
I've ever
true.
met.
really.
Yeah.
I feel like that's important because I can't have someone with like really intense energy. And I'm
Why
looking.
are you working with me then?
It's hard.
When I come
It's
into
a lot.
a room and I come into a room and
Yeah.
there's heat coming off of me and I'm babbling like a chimp
Yeah.
on crack. And I always see you in the corner and you're always shaking your head slowly like, no grasshopper, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. You should say that she's, yeah.
You could be like, don't be like Conan.
Just yeah.
Oh, don't
no.
don't mention Conan. But if you do mention Conan, it's don't be like Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So yeah, but like I work for Conan. I'm looking for someone who's not like Conan.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
we could do
great.
that.
Mhm.
Yep. And I'm looking for someone who's not like Conan. Then how about parentheses? Keep in mind, Conan is very kind, generous, and sensitive.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yes.
But
He may be
his
right
energy sometimes is a little tightly coiled. I think you gotta, put something in there so people don't think I'm a monster.
Right.
We can't have anyone saying I'm a
You're a very kind
monster.
person.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's very kind and generous.
And then can you put in brackets, he made me write
Yes,
that?
thank you. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for. That's not something a normal person says. So it's important for people to know you did this.
Conan made me write that last part. Yeah, say that. Conan made me write that last part. He's crazy. Please help me.
I never wanted to do this. I'm in a relationship.
It's right, WRITE.
What'd you say to me?
Oh, that's embarrassing. Blake.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, Blake. Conan made me write that last part. I just think it's good if it just keeps going with Conan just making you do this.
He's here with me now.
Yeah.
Call the police.
He's here with me now. He may come on our first date.
On our first date.
I'm not gonna
Wow. A lot of pressure.
On our first date.
You just wrote come in our first date. Gross.
Yeah.
This is a nightmare.
If he
Joe,
does,
what happened?
he's
This is a
DTF.
nightmare profile.
That's good.
Do you say I'm DTF?
No.
No, I said if he does, he's DTF.
Oh.
Okay.
For me. Like in my stead.
Okay.
Okay, how's this?
Uh-huh.
How's this?
Okay.
Your bio. I'm very chill. I work for Conan and I'm looking for someone who's not like Conan, parentheses. He's a very kind and generous person, parentheses. Arrow pointing to that. Conan made me write that last part. He's here with me now. He may come on our first date.
Okay,
I think there needs to be a little bit more Conan. No? He's
All right,
very
let's-
kind.
Okay, work. See above.
That's at a job. Here we go. Yeah. Yes.
When we say just Conan, do you think people will know that's you?
Oh, like she works for Conan Gray? I don't think so.
Okay.
That would be great.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay.
I
Oh,
would
yeah.
like
That would
probably
be
add
cool.
O'Brien.
Yeah, right.
He's chill.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
He's pretty chill.
Mhm.
Okay. So do you want to put in what you're looking for?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. You're looking for. Oh wait.
No, that's about me.
Not
Oh wait, no. This is stuff about you.
I'm not 5'3".
Okay,
No.
no. This is looking for a relationship, something casual, don't know yet, marriage, or skip.
Who puts down marriage?
I'll put marriage.
Oh, Joe.
I'm
What's
serious. I'm serious.
Are you ready to get married?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Maybe this will happen.
I'm 31. I'm
What's
about to be 31.
What's your height?
5 feet.
5 feet. I like it.
Just 5.
Perfect. All right. Do you want to answer the rest of these questions?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Do you work out?
Yeah.
Well, she's a yoga
active?
instructor.
I am active,
So
yeah.
She is active. She's a
active.
yoga instructor.
Zodiac sign. Do you think this is important?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do
Big
it.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm a Pisces.
Yeah, I was going to guess Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Were you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You seem like a Pisces.
Thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
I have an undergraduate. Yeah.
All right.
Agree. That's good.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Good.
Do you drink?
Rarely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Boo.
do you smoke? Do you smoke?
Is that a cigarette?
I know. Yeah. What
Cannabis
does that
is
mean?
its own category.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, no.
Mm-hmm.
How to use cannabis?
Yes.
Well, frequently.
How
never.
Frequently.
Frequently feels dramatic. They don't have like a yes.
Oh my God. Ideal plans for children?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you
boy.
want? You want kids?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well,
You'd
we
be a
don't
great
need to
mom.
say this. I
don't need
mean,
to
this
say
is
this on the podcast.
first date convo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
Or not
Joe,
first
I mean,
date, but
what about
this is-
this? Did you get into this with people?
Yeah, I think if it's better to just say that, especially if you don't want kids.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it's good. It's good if people find you don't want to be telling someone 3 years in that you never want children
Yeah.
if they
Right.
really want kids.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to come up.
All right. So I think we're done. I think we got it here. Should we recap? There's the main photo.
There I am serving you your.
Oh, no. It's cut off.
You're cut off.
Boo!
Oh, no. Wait. I got to
That's
reset
perfect
it.
though, because they got to know.
Wait, they can
got to
see it
know that
behind.
it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they could. Right. They could see.
Cut off.
I love it.
That's so funny.
Oh, and then just for work, it says see above.
Oh my God. I work for a fraction of a man.
I'm very chill. I work for Conan and I'm looking for someone who's not like Conan. He's a very kind and generous person. Conan made me write that part. He's here with me now. He may come on our first date. And then your basics, 5 feet, active. You're a Pisces, undergraduate degree, drink rarely, smoke never. You're a woman. You're socially,
You
do
didn't.
cannabis.
What about cannabis? Oh yeah, socially cannabis.
And then you want marriage. And here's some other great photos. I'm a real nerd about yoga. I'm a
Nice.
yoga teacher.
Oh, and then it's right before
And it's
your
in front of
yoga
Yoga
photo.
Vibe. There,
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, there we go.
Maybe what we can do is if you have any hits, we can do a second follow-up for this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I think it's good that it cuts your face off because it makes you want to tap into it. Like I just did.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, ooh, who is that? That looks like Conan.
Yeah.
Man, it doesn't look enough like me.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I
All
could
right.
be.
Well, I can recenter it so it's more in the.
Mm-hmm.
You cut out Sam so that Conan's in the picture.
Yeah. And then I'm filling out the questions. 6'4", 200 pounds. Wow. I think you're gonna get some interesting responses.
Yeah, we'll see.
I will say seriously, and I'm gonna say it again, Sam's wonderful. And you have a very cool aura.
Oh, thank you.
As do you, Joe, by the way. I have to say though, and Sona, won't you say the women that work here are very cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just go through the whole, Tanisha and EB and Ruth. We've got a squad here that is very impressive.
A lot of very strong, very, opinionated.
And everyone quite
women.
Happy to give me shit.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes. I
which
think you
makes me
do that
happy.
on purpose. I think you are drawn to women who
loathe me.
Who loathe you, yeah.
Well, I think we're going to get some, and then you should come back and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see what happens, but I'm excited.
Thank you.
Because I know nothing about dating apps, and I think this was the worst thing you could possibly do. So I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The dating app is coming here for
meaning
advice?
coming here for advice.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is a terrible decision.
You should have gone right to Joe.
I know.
Because and so you should probably talk privately to Joe.
Yeah,
and you
I
guys
will.
will straighten a lot of
I got
things
you.
out. Yeah. Okay.
I'm scared.
All right, Sam. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to the recap.
I look forward to meeting your future partner.
I know, my husband.
Uh-oh.
Or wife.
Whatever. It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, it doesn't
it's all
matter.
good.